So, starting a little late today. Not quite on purpose. Honestly, I was literally just doing dishes and getting breakfast, and then, like, that's kind of it. That was my morning. Tomorrow we'll be starting late because tomorrow's patch day. So, you know, woo! Not a big patch, just maintenance. But it means the servers won't be up until like 10 minutes from now. So
The pleasure is mine, Ashura.
And the artists, yeah. They need to be infused with the power of the laws every so often. I am not as spry as I used to be, and the artists are spread out. They've been on Shamanat, eh? I'll give you me totem to channel the law's power in the artists. Maybe you can learn a thing or two.
May you always find victory.
The law will do the heavy lifting. You're just transferring. Okay. Oh, absolutely, Ben. No, it's bad. And the worst part is it's actually getting worse. Like, I don't want to doom and gloom too much, but it's getting worse. And until we have a major governmental restructure overall, or riots, it's probably not going to get any better. This is Nalarak, the law of war. Stubborn, unforgiving, but fiercely loyal to his worshippers. The Revan Tusk favor him mostly out of the Four Ones due to this straightforward attitude. Oh, and for the battlefield mastery. Okay, let's go. This is Janalai, Lord of Fire, Master of Magics, and the flame inside each living being. Shadowpine became the primary worshippers of Janalai long ago, when an ancient law speaker led the tribe to safety because of a vision he saw in the fires. This is Halazi, Lord Hunt, agile, cunning, patient. Ideal hunter in all lands in pursuit of any prey. Widderbark from all over Zulaman make pilgrimages to his temple to leave pieces of the hunt and worship. Alright, I have to do it, Ross. I have to cover Fortune's Weave. I'm kidding. I got other stuff to do. Akrilzan, Lord of Victory, Lord of the Sky, the Wind, the Rain, the Thunder. She has been guiding the Amani since we came to this land and has remained the embodiment and icon of our tribe all this time.
The Twilight's blades think they can sneak into our homes?
They think they can interrupt my questing? Those fools.
We fight for the Amani. All of them.
Notice how that's just a walk and talk quest. It's just there to showcase which the four Loa are and give a little history for them. Okay, so this is going towards Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave, Golden Deer, and the Church Route. Done. Thank you, Game Geek, as always. So, how bad can it possibly look is what I want to say to quote it, but I know better than that. Still, I have to. How bad can it possibly look? Thank you, Evo. Or should I say, you'll be much gratitude here for your service. I appreciate your kind words.
Go on. Lower guide ya, Hashura.
Ooh. I'm sorry, slow-moving, thick, pale, yellow projectiles for a lasgun. Are they pulling the lemons from Mega Man? Which even in lore are not, that. They're plasma shots. Okay.
Nalarak gives me the strength to outlast your enemies.
I just chased away some furbog that were acting real strange. They were arguing, and then one walked towards Lilaju with his hands in the air. I charged at him to scare them off. They're usually hostile. Who knows what they were gonna do, but Lilaju wants to see what they wanted. Our scouts saw them follow the river east to the north side of the lake. Do me a favor, track them down, see what they want. And if it's a trick, kill them.
Always welcome in Reventus.
We shouldn't assume they wanted to attack us. They looked like they wanted to help. They could have wanted help, but their village is nearby. It could have been an ambush. Be wary.
Oraka, friend of the Amani. Always welcome among the Raventusk.
Hi, Ludinrith. I hope you succeed at your audition. When are you going to find out? The trolls yelled at us. Are you here to yell at us? We meant no harm. We wanted to talk about Nalarak. A bear showed up and says it speaks for our Loa, but it feels wrong. Maybe with your help we could sniff out a solution. Were you the one we saw enter Nalarak's temple with Zuljar? I thought so. Zuljar spoke to him, didn't she? He growls in an unsettling way from the back of his throat. That doesn't make sense. The new voice of Nalarak says Nalarak won't speak to anyone but him. He gave some of the tribe trinkets to feel closer to Nalarak, but the tribe now fights over them. The Ursas think it's unfair they don't get anything, but the Chosen cling to them. We must take them before more blood is spilled. Everyone wants to fight, even if they get no trinkets, so be careful. Hang on, what's corruption? What's going on here? It's a subtle feeling. Makes my fur wriggle on my skin. To see it, you have to look hard, but it's dark and unpleasant. I think it came on very slowly. And now it's too late for them to sense it because it's inside them, too. I mean, people in the rewrite Discord looked at it. Good morning, Ismarstar. This big bear calls himself the voice of Nalarak, and has chosen some of our tribe as his favorites. He doesn't know, but I saw him put dark, glowing lodestones in the totems around the village to give his chosen power. Dark power radiates from them. The power smells wrong, not like Nalarak. Our guardian bears get agitated and upset near them. They can smell it too. Cleanse the camp. Get rid of the totems. Find an adjective that doesn't say corruption, but also describes corruption. Wouldn't that be a noun, not an adjective? Be quiet. Hello, Trihexia. Are you too corrupted? More people have gotten aware that they exist, Trihexia. That's all. Korean TV has always kind of been a thing. Oftentimes it's because it's referenced by something else. For example, I became aware of a surprisingly interesting Subway show in Korea, based around Subway. It's Subway. I feel like I've done my job of describing this show already. Yeah, that's hello, whatnot. Yeah, he's done the world a service. Yeah, that's not true, Linear. Hang on, hang on. If I go check your post right now, just right here, I see a response from TSB, Kenix Cow, and admittedly that's it. But still, people responded. Not everyone responds immediately. In fact, I'm sure you understand that because sometimes you don't do that. Most people have that kind of, should I say anything? Shouldn't I say anything? Kind of thing. But don't take that too personally. Notice I didn't respond, but that's because I, responded vocally. Obviously, I saw it. I said it without prompting. Look, Dream Whisper. Sometimes you just want to sit down and watch a show about Subway, you know? No. You know what I want to see a show about? I'm not actually joking. Oh god, I still can't think of the name of it. Hang on. Waffle House. There we go. God, I could not think of the name of it. I'm tired, by the way. I know. It's a Tuesday. Or it's a Monday. Shut up. Point is, I would watch a show, a good show, obviously, about Waffle House. Played super straight. No winking, no laugh track. No acknowledging what's going on. Just absolutely straight. Pure drama central. Giant, hugely choreographed Devil May Cry style fight scenes, you know. I don't know what this fake bear is planning, but better his lodestones are destroyed. Hang on, what? Would they listen to Nanea, who is the speaker of Dalarak? I think this voice of Dalarak is very convincing, since it is a bear. It is special to them. I told them not to trust trolls. Okay. Toss the trinkets on the fire. I think the trinkets are corrupted too. I'm glad the trinkets are out of my tribe's hands. Claws, excuse me. If Chief Grofa is leading the tribe into the dark, he needs to be stopped. The voice of Nalarak dazzled Grofa with trinkets. He keeps them locked away so no one else can have them. If that's true, he is corrupted too. He's even more than the others. Hang on, I'm going to look up at the thesaurus right now. I'm going to do you a solid, Metzen. If that's true, he is depraved as well. Even more than the others. This is a terrible thesaurus. What are these? Well, we'll go with it. Yeah, come on. There we go. Our chieftain has always been greedy. Oh, this is different. He is too far gone. Thank you very much for the sub. I always appreciate. Let's go into Direction Complete 3 up your arsenal. Rayman. And Pikmin 1. Appreciate you. Thank you. Nalarak gave me these treasures. They're my treasures. You can't have the fort. Hello, Elizar. Treasures. You know, I think... I was thinking we might be able to go at least one expansion without furbogs, being corrupted. Excuse me. Being defiled. But here we are. Alright, got the treasure. Alright, mission accomplished. We saved the furbogs. Woo! Ah, this bag feels tempting. I don't like it. Good he kept us away from the others, but very bad from him. We're finally seeing what treasures he was hoarding. His eyes go black as he looks at the bag. The drool on his jowls turns to foam, and his claws dig into the sides of the bag as his grip tightens. Maybe the lowest speaker's gifts aren't so bad. We should not be hasty. I take a look. You watch. Keep me safe. Sure. I'll watch you dig into the bag of putrescence. Ferg? Why shouldn't I keep them? Maybe they're worth something. Put the bag down, Ferg. I'm trying, Fleeg. Help him. Throw it into the fire. No! Those were mine. No, Ferg. They were back. Arrgh! I hear the voice of Nalarak. That is not Nalarak. This is very bad. You didn't need to burn my things. It's a false Loa. I knew it. That was scary. We nearly lost Ferg. His fur twitches in fear and worry. Hey. Give you scratches. Are these good scratches? Good. Ferg said he heard the voice of Nalarak after talking to him after touching the treasures. But it can't be Nalarak's voice. Nalarak doesn't need trinkets. Rip out the throat of the evil that dares to say it speaks for Nalarak. We have to go beat the evil bear.
But can I play a game on your phone?
Yes, you may. You have to be quiet, remember? That's the rule.
Is it fully charged?
It has plenty of charge, but you still have to be quiet. When you're not quiet, because I know you will at some point lose your ability to be quiet, you'll have to go, okay? My most edgy phase of my life? Right now! Darkness. So here's the voice of Nalarak, which is eating his own chosen. They're actually called disemboweled chosen. I speak for the law of war. My voice is Nalarak's. Ah, you're too late. The furbog will destroy each other or serve the blade. Nalarak is nothing. What's up?
There's no sound.
Oh, hang on, I can fix that. Oh yeah, by the way, continuing the vibe of the quests in Zulaman being really low tier, we're back to furbogs and corruption, which is such an old story point, it was in Warcraft 3. It's a Twilight Blade monster. I knew it. I hope Ferg and the others will be okay now that it is dead. Ferg is not looking good. Nalarak, mighty Loa, Loran has destroyed your false voice. Please help me cleanse Ferg. Nalarak! Ferg gasps and supplies. Your wisdom has saved you. Use my blessing to help them to recover. Tell them to only listen to me, Nanea. We will, Nalarak. I'm starting to feel like myself again. Thank you for helping us. We will share the guidance with the others when Ferg is ready. You're welcome. Yep, that's right. For once, we actually save a furbog tribe. Has that ever happened? I keep hearing voice in my ears, even though the objects were burned. But now it's quiet, and I can think for myself again. Now still shaking from seeing the real Nalarak. That was incredible. See him heal Ferg. He showed me the spell to use. I know what to do to help the others. With Ferg to help me, we will fix this together. Oh, he's extremely dead, Von Falkenstein. I ate him alive. Thank you very much for the sub, by the way. And, as usual, if you want to put that towards up to 3 things, please let me know. Speaking of... I mean... Elder Scrolls is extremely soft magic with its magic system. Warcraft is not. Warcraft's biggest issue is with power scaling, but that's a separate and related issue. In other words, what you did? I don't see it. Oh no, there it is! God, I am apparently completely blind today. I'm legitimately having some trouble seeing today. There's something going on with my eyes. So I do apologize for that. Okay, so that is going towards Thea, front mission 3, front, wait, what's FR3R? Is that front mission 3R? And you meant an M instead of an R? Or am I mistaking that? And damn it, Mr. Ed, stop screwing up your back. Yeah, exactly, Maverick. Like, it's a whole... No. It's a whole other thing. Okay, I just want to be absolutely sure. Okay. Alright, so... If you... Oh, God, Alright, so if you actually throw out your back or have a knot or whatever, you're going to want to get some heat on that as much as you are capable. And you want to do light, but persistent stretches to kind of slowly work it out, right? What stretches you do depends on where the knot is. That's... I can't help with that. I don't know specifics. There's a lot of really weird specific stretches you can do. We know a lot about the human body at this point in history, so we know a lot of ways to interact with it. Like, for example, one of the ones I was doing, I'll tell you, it's... I gotta get it right up against the wall, so like the wall's right here, and then put my hand on the wall, and then grab my neck like this, and then pull it directly to the side. And this actually pulls taut the muscles underneath my shoulder blades. Then do it the other way like this. Weird stretches. There's a bunch of them. You can look some up. Bug Fables. Jedi Survivor, which is getting distressingly close, and Hayseed Knight. There we go. Thank you, Kendall Games, as always. But to answer your question for real, Von Falkenstein, so what ended up happening with the guy? Hang on, let me pet this pangolin quick. What ended up happening is he was able to convince most of the Murlocs to be fine, and we defeated the enemy Murloc who was leading the Murloc tribes against him. And the enemy Murloc wasn't Murloc at all. It was a frickin' thing I can't think of the word of right now because I just don't have a brain this morning. I even wrote it down in my notes. Where's my notes? Where's my notes? Cobus. It was a Cobus. And, if you don't know what a Cobus is, they shouldn't be here. Cobus are like horrifically corrupted, necromantic Murloc Jinyu from the depths of the earth. The quest even ends on a, what's a Cobus doing here? Kind of a thing. So, I'm wondering, okay, that quest was literally right here off the coast, right? This is the next zone coming out in just a few weeks. That island mass you can see over there. So I'm thinking that quest chain actually might continue next patch. We'll see.
The Ravan Tusk welcome you.
Oh, it's the Ashura again. I should invite Mr. Red so he can get some levels. You only missed out on the one quest chain, so you should still be good to be with me on most of this.
Ashura.
Are you going to help me, or does Sujara got you on a short leash? No. Well, then I got a job for you. One of me guards, Hidalgo, was killed in the massacre at Reventusk Sedge. I wish to honor him with funerary rites. We Reventusk burned the bodies of our dead, but I don't have his body. So I'm going back to the Sedge to retrieve something of his. We'll burn that instead. Me honor guard Pelna will not go and says it's too dangerous, but you'll keep me safe, won't ya?
Loa guide you.
Hidalgo was left behind in the village. How can he pass on peacefully? This champion will escort me to the village. Stay here, protect the rest of your tribe, Pelna. If that is your wish, I got no choice but to obey your command, young leader. That would... Oh, God, I don't know how many negatives I would give that, Moog. All of them? All of them? Yeah, all of the negatives.
You have given me hope.
Stay down. Don't give away me hiding spot.
Nolorak's strength be with you.
Hidalgo was my most trusted guard. He was a mentor for me as long as I remember. I never thought that he would be taken from me so soon. And then the Twilight's blade attacked without warning. Hidalgo's the one that saved me from the village. Left his spear and his banner behind. I also left a note he gave me in case he... Bring me those items. With them we can honor his strength and his loyalty and send his spirit up.
Always welcome among the Raventusk.
Oh, look what they did to my town. This was once a place of peace. This was a home and they're desecrating it. I know we're here to retrieve his things, but I won't be bothered if you take up arms against the blade. Put them in the ground. Show them the ferocity of the bear.
Nolorak's strength be with you.
Let's see what these Curtis wants with the sage. I'll stay out of sight, I promise. I won't tell Pelna you let me leave your side. Kid. Yeah, I was actually thinking, this is like a couple weeks ago at this point, where would the worst place would be to have the Arathi Empire? And I think you win, Mook. I think you've beaten all of my ideas combined. Having it just be off the coast of freaking Zul'Aman is just... I don't even know what to say about that. So, while we're here, I want to talk about something. I'm a fresh 90. I do not have gear. Mr. Red is in 85, so he's still got a little bit of boosting going on. But we're kind of chipper shredding mobs, right? We are in no real danger here. He has been experiencing a phenomenon, which I admittedly have not, where he gets to, 90. Yes?
The baby kitten the pickle made out of poop.
No! And his damage is really, really low. Like enemies are just too fat, right? Now, I'm not saying he's bad, or I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying I need this. This warrants more study, because I have not encountered this phenomenon. Yes.
Wanted a present made out of poop.
That's pretty strange. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I believe you. Yeah, that's part of why I'm bringing it out loud. Does anyone else attest? Has anyone else hit 90 and ran into, like, a wall of health on mobs? Yes?
The baby ate a radish made out of poop.
Why are you making everything out of poop?
No, the baby, he is eating things made out of poop.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, I accept that answer.
Make them do the Lego.
Nope, these are a gift from your sister. That's why they're up here. Feel like there's something I can be reminded of that she gave me.
Well, can I hold them?
You can hold it. You cannot play with it because it's not a toy. This is a gift. See? She put a lot of thought into it.
Hey, you wanna put the mail into there?
Oh, careful. It's already falling apart.
That's bad.
Here, let me put it back. Let me put it... Oh, gosh. It is falling apart. Oh. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just standing here taking damage. Oh, wait, what?
I won't be in your...
Oh, no.
The kidding.
Well, you could be in my lap, but I don't think you'd enjoy watching me just defeat all these evil cultists, would you?
Wait, can I be on your lap? Can I be on you?
Sure, you can be on my lap. Come on. Come on.
It's hard.
You can do it. You're tough. You're strong. There you go. There you go. Okay. Hang on. I'm trying to get your footstool. There you go. Okay? Are you stable? You good?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
but there's more. But there's a weird bug in our bathroom. Look back.
Oh no, what are we gonna do? We've got to defeat it.
Young said that it was really creepy, but it's from real life.
Oh no. That's okay. I'm sure we'll be fine. We've just got to get this shadow mage, and then we've got to go rescue someone from the hut. You think we can do it?
But it's dead.
Oh. Well, I guess we're not worried about it then.
I don't know if it's creepy.
Okay. So let's go and grab the spear. Do you see the spear?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you grab it?
I did. It's really heavy. So I got to get my dragon to help carry it. There we go. Oof. Now let's scooch over here.
It's heavy again?
Mm-hmm. There's so many things here. Look at them. Look at them all. Okay, let's grab this one.
Now can you be a dragon again?
I can, because I got to carry it off. So let's go ahead and become a dragon again.
Now fly off.
I will as soon as Mr. Red picks it up. Uh-oh. Oh, no. There's a bad guy. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Alright, where's... Oh, there's the dirt. But wait, there's a bad guy. Defeat the bad guy. Until he's evil because he's purple.
How is that?
Okay.
Dig it up.
Oh, there's the letter. What's the letter say? You got the courage of the fiercest bear. You are a cub no more. You would make your parents proud. Aww. That's horrible. Alright, so we should be done with everything. Yep, okay. Look, I don't make the rules as Star. Purple is evil, okay?
Oraka, friend of
Nalarak teaches us to be resilient against tragedy, against heartache. But I can't allow the memory of Hidalgo to be lost or dishonored.
Ashura.
Reventusk is swarming with these foul mages. You're doing the Lord's work.
You have given me
Hidalgo was taken into the crypt. Oh, they are saying the big boss Mishmosh has something nasty in store for you.
Loa guide you.
Hidalgo's still alive. I saw him dragged into the crypt, bound in magic runes. The cultists say they're going to take him to death chant on Mishmosh. These cultists must be behind the death and destruction brought to our sage. For the honor of the people we lost, root this snake out of our home.
Zeranago.
Anyone bringing violence to the Reventusk is a fool. Well, let's go defeat them. You ready to defeat the bad guys?
Yes.
Okay.
But can you be a dragon?
I can't. I'm indoors. I wouldn't fit. There's no room.
No, you're a small dragon, remember?
Oh, I'm a small dragon? I'll try. Let's see if I can turn into a dragon. Okay, here we go. It's not working. I have wings. Does that count?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I can't be a dragon then. Hey, you. Help me out of here. Wait, who are you? Who sent you? Leelaju. The cultists massacred our village. I stayed behind to make sure everyone got out. But the cultists captured me. And now they say they got something extra special for Hidalgo. I'd rather not find out what. This magic holding me here is amateur work. Dispels to release the bindings are sure to be under tomes they brought here. Find the tomes, rip some pages out. We can piece together the right words.
Menalarak, move mountain.
These cultists think they're clever, but my mind is sharp like a spear. Okay. So, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Rainbow T-Rex.
There you go. Rainbow T-Rex. You heard it here. I am also quite fond of rainbows and T-Rexes, but if I'm being honest, I've always been a brachiosaur person. That was really solidified by Jurassic Park, the first one.
Agnes, what's your favorite color from the rainbow?
Favorite color in the rainbow? Purple,
Yeah.
obviously. Because I am pure evil. Yes. Yes.
No, it isn't.
Well, I mean, I do actually like the color purple, unironically. So, purple is still my
But
answer.
why did you pick the great dinosaur when we were in the dance? Go.
Well, I don't know. It's just a really cool dinosaur, I think. It's got this long neck. It's a big old chonker, you know. It's like liking those big old boats, you know. I mean, skippers are cool, frigates are nice, but then you see like a capital ship, and it's like, yes, Kong, Kong, Kong. I mean, I'm just saying, dire wolves are better than timber wolves, am I right? Wow, these people in here, what are they doing? What are they doing?
They're dead.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're being dead. But if we're being honest, I'm the one who is making them dead, so it's kind of my fault. Okay. Free one binding. Free the other binding. There you go. Much better. Wait, you and the child came back for me. Oh, what was she thinking? She was thinking that you're her surrogate father and she wanted to get her father back. I thought that was a bug for a second. I didn't realize that was a gnome following me around. You don't see a lot of gnome cultists. I'm grateful to see you, Lilaju. But the risk you took coming here is not befitting a leader. But Itago. Yes, ma'am.
The Raventusk welcome you.
Araka,
I appreciate you for freeing me and for keeping an eye on this one here.
again.
You have given
You are leader of the Raven Tusk. You must embody the bear's resilience, even against your own grief. Yes.
Mama, what's that one's name?
That one's name is Idago. He is a Raven Tusk troll. He's a cool one. Idago reminded me that my first obligations to my tribe. I missed him dearly, but it was not right for me to put my life or yours at risk to find him. Pelna tried to tell me this, and I would not listen. I must be a model for my people. I will allow the Bear Lord to guide my direction. Sometimes we must sacrifice the things we hold dear. Nalarak grant me strength and resilience. Thank you for your help. It's time we return. You're welcome. Now go eat some big fat tacos while I turn into a dragon. I think builder games should have limited inventory. So the answer to that is depends on the game. Some games actually benefit from the answer to that being no, but other games that's part of the gameplay. The simple answer would be if limited inventory is an actual aspect of game design and not just padding, then yeah, it should have limited inventory. If, on the other hand, it's just a way to force you to go over here, grab a thing, and go over here, place a thing, and then go over here, grab a thing, and then go over here, place a thing, that's not game design. That's padding.
Hashura.
I stand by my decision, but I should apologize to both Pella and Idago. They have wisdom to offer me, and in return, I will guide them through these troubling times.
always welcome among the Raventusk.
After returning to the village, it's clear to me the risk I took was brash. As your honor guard, it's our duty to protect you, the same way you will protect the tribe. I won't be asking you to set aside your duties again. You taught me a lesson today. You'll be a wise and thoughtful leader. Your parents will be proud. What number did you get? Ooh, very nice. Yeah, no, that's a good example. That's not a builder game, but that is a good example. Resident Evil, good Resident Evil games, are built around the idea of the limited inventory. Let's see what I can do. Ooh, very nice. That's a 5. That's a 6. Adding working in a game's favor. That's a 7. I'm not sure I can think of that. No, what I'm most likely to do tomorrow morning is get some groceries, honestly, because I'm basically... And... food is slowly getting more expensive and becoming more of an issue. I am sure I'm not the only person experiencing that problem.
We're gonna get some food.
I hope so.
We can get food from the monsters.
Yes, we're going to get food from the monsters. And the monsters are billionaires, and I hear they're delicious. There it is. They didn't say the trial would have this many Naldin.
It be Akirzan's favored.
I sent here to prove I'm ready to be a warrior. All that want to be a warrior must prove themselves. I chose the Naldin since they're close now, and I had Zuljara soften them up a bit. Looks like I wasn't the only one who thought that was wrong. I still need to collect as many trophies as possible. If I have a big shot Ashura helping me, there's no way I can lose, no? You get the trophies, I'll stay back.
The Eagle Loa bring you victory. Akirzan
Many warriors have chosen to face the Naldin since they came to Zulaman, but many have failed. They thought now that the Naldin are in our territory and weakened, it'd be easier. Naldin hunters have collected tablets from the Amani that fell here, but with you at my side, we can get vengeance for those that lost their lives. No killing or life risking required. We don't have to kill Naldin. We just have to get close enough to get the tablets.
My blood for Zulaman.
We'll be done with this in no time once you get me these trophies. Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat, Kraken-san. I've been thinking about setting up, like, rice dishes. Like, I've been figuring out getting that whole cycle going again.
Wait, was he actually a monster?
Yeah, these are all monsters. And they must all die.
No, was the other guy that you were talking to actually a monster?
Don't worry. I won't let any of the monsters live. They will all die.
But some monsters are good.
That's true, actually. So I will leave some of them alive.
You're being evil.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so evil. It's just so easy to be evil, you know? Actually, no, I didn't know this already. Mind repeating it? Normally I'd scroll up, but I'm kind of limited in my mobility right now. Yeah, like, you see what I mean by the killing, why the killing thing is weirding me out a bit, because Mr. Red and I are just absolutely destroying everything. This is just a Tuesday, you know? And my gear hasn't budged. Because all of this is no longer good gear for me. Yes? Oh, I see. What did you make?
A trophy.
Ooh, nice. And now we got another trophy. Is it easier for me to make a British, French, Spanish, or German accent? Well, I can't do literally any of those.
What? He just killed his own father?
Yep.
That monster just killed his own father.
He is truly a monster.
That monster just killed his own father.
Mm-hmm.
That's evil.
Yeah, that's pretty evil. Would not recommend. 0 out of 0.
And do you not want to kill us?
No, of course not. I don't like killing. I would rather not kill anybody.
Then why are you killing people in the game?
Well, that's different. I like killing people in games. Ripping the life from them and watching them scream for their final breaths. Mwahaha.
No, you don't. But can you be a dragon?
Well, actually, right now I can't because I'm in combat. But if you give me a second, I'll be a dragon again, okay?
No.
Time to floss with their bones. Yeah, and I also, this is quite literally a self-defense situation, but whatever. So let's see, I'm going to try to do a terrible British accent. This is my best British accent. It's also my French accent. The exact same accent. There we go. So that's British and French. Done. Good. Now I have to do German. Let's see. The German accent. Sounds very German. It's very German. Okay, now we need to do, what was the other one? Oh yeah, Spanish. Spanish accent. It sounds exactly like this. This is a very Spanish accent. I see it. What kind of trophy is it?
A kitten trophy.
Ooh, nice. If you give me a minute, I can accommodate a bit of an African accent. I don't know which. It's one I've heard, so I can repeat it.
Dragon.
Why do you want me to be a dragon so much?
Because I want to see you fly away from the monster.
But I must defeat the monsters. The monsters must be destroyed. And then I will be taking all of their bones and using them to defeat the other monsters. Because this is secretly a Monster Hunter game. Don't you know?
Wait, is it Demon Hunters?
No, don't be silly. Although I am playing a Demon Hunter, so I guess it kind of is. Never mind, I suppose you're right. Just gonna sneak in here.
Who's sleeping?
It's a monster. Don't worry, we're gonna let him sleep. I don't want to kill someone while he's sleeping. That would just be evil.
Now can you fly away?
That's right. See? Whoosh. Whoosh. Into the sky. Into the sky. Oh no!
Be a dragon again!
I can't do it. I can't do it. What do I do? What do I do?
Turn into a dragon!
I can't. But I have wings. So I'm okay.
Now let's turn into a dragon again.
Well, first I have to turn to the quest. Look at all the trophies you found. Oh, I'm gonna be a warrior in no time.
I be listening. Oraka,
Oh, that's a lot of trophies, sure. Oh. All of these people were actually dead, right? The leader of the Nowden here is known as the Tusk Taker. Take a wild guess what she's named at. There's a trophy this one has in a cave. Take it, and she'll run out red for a fight. Defeat her for me, and no one can challenge my right to be a warrior.
Now go.
Are you... Okay. I like to think that we're going along with this particular quest chain because this is funny. Seeing this bug trying to be a warrior. Yes.
Maybe flying away from the monsters and but can you look for food in the sky?
There's nothing in the sky. Oh my gosh. There's a giant storm in the sky. Run away from the sky.
No, don't. I want to go into the storm and see what's in there.
Okay, we'll go into the storm later, okay? Just for you. Get Tusk Taker. Kill the thief. Ugh. I'm really picky with tea. Does that count? I mean, I'm not British, but... I'm more German than anything, apparently. Which is why I do a German accent. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't even know where to start. I have no practice. Alright, now we have to defeat the big boss. You ready? You ready to defeat the big boss?
I wanna get off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. Hold still. Hold still.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Alright. Down you get. I know we defeat the big boss. I'll be back. Although that's an Austrian accent. Who doesn't like Sesame Street? I like Sesame Street. Still. Oh, yeah, we the strongest. You done good, though, brother. I take the trophies now. Meet me down the hill. Okay. Whatever, kid. What kind of person doesn't like Sesame Street? I swear, you're making me crazy.
You honor me.
Tusk Takers did. Wait, where is it? Where's the goop? No! I don't want it to fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, now it won't fall. I don't want it to fall. It won't come off of that if it lands there. Tusk Takers did. Okay. The others will see me as a true money warrior now when I tell them I took all the trophies that killed Tusk Taker.
A fair
That's all the trophies we need. I'll take him to the meeting point. All we gotta do is wait for the Huntmaster to show up. Come on, come on.
You're always welcome.
Don't keep me waiting long now. The other money want to see all the trophies we got. He sneaks away. I think most people just forgot it existed, honestly, Mr. Floyd. I don't mean that as a derogatory. It's just a common thing. There's a lot of games on the list.
It be hackers.
There ya! The Huntmaster hasn't shown up yet. And that just leaves you and me, and you're mighty tired from all that fighting, huh? You can easily see him reaching slowly for his weapon, clearly thinking you won't notice.
But can you make a cat toy?
A cat toy? Sure. Hang on. Give me a second. Are they still doing patches and stuff, Mr. Floyd? Okay, so now we got a ball, right? But then, this, turn it into a little triad symbol for the cat. There.
And let's make some its body with this.
Mhm. There you go.
No, that doesn't look like a body.
Uh-oh. We gotta make it look like a body. Hang on. Hang on. Make it look like a body. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Patience. Patience. We have to make a cat. It's very important. Yeah, this is a really good quest, by the way. Okay, so we got this. We gotta squeeze out the head there. Push this over here. Roll these back up. See, if Eva was here, she could do some great stuff with this. Me, I'm terrible at sculpting.
You.
So we're gonna make an ear. Then another ear.
There's
right there.
evil animals down below.
Don't worry, we'll deal with evil animals in a minute. They can't possibly stop me.
Because they're too cute and they might die.
Exactly. So we need to keep them alive at all costs. No matter
No,
what.
remember they're monsters.
Yes, but they're so cute! We can't kill cute. That's against the rules.
A bird.
Where's the bird? Oh, I see it. It's up. It's right there. I see it.
I think it's a dragon.
Wow.
I think it's a dragon.
Ahem. Thank you for the sub, Mr. Floyd. I do very much appreciate it.
Cygnus, look, it's sleeping.
I saw. Silly head. Yes, but remember what that means, right?
Yes.
Okay, so which one would you like? You've been really good, so you get 2 candies today. So, remember, we've got strawberry, random, blue.
Now, how about 3?
No, that's 3. You can only have 2. You have to pick between 2. So you have to choose. We're really thinking about this. Okay, we're going to strawberry and blue. Good picks, good picks. I remember Mr. Rogers pretty distinctly. Here you go. Take your pick. There's a lot of gummies. Mr. Rogers was a good one. Don't worry, we still have cool people like that. It's just Mr. Rogers was a real one. You know? You are fishing too long. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? I think this is all of them. Yeah, see? That's all the types. There's the buttons, there's the circles, there's the drops, and there's the gummies. That's all of them. Okay. Yeah, we say both. I tend to say kiddo, but kiddo is kind of a specific terminology for these three. In fact, actually, I usually refer to kiddo as the eldest. Alright. So we got the randoms. We got a bunch of gummies, we got circles, we got squares. We got one of those weird things. Do you see the weird things? Like the watermelon slices? I have given her too much choice, I fear. Is that a good one? Yes. Excellent. Alright. Now, where'd my phone go? Where'd you put my phone, you young one? You stole my phone. How could you? I trusted you. Wait, yeah, never mind. There we go. Now get out of here. You're gonna get excited. Oof. Okay. I mean, yeah, kind of gave her. That's... Choice paralysis is a very real problem. I am grateful that I do not suffer from that. And that's not a flex. Like, that's a born thing, right? I don't get credit for that. So I'm just... what are you... Yay, I just closed the door. What are you doing here? Here, no. Get a candy and get out of here. Get a candy. What candy do you want? Not you. You already got a candy. What candy do you want? Or I'll headbutt you.
You're trying to play on your phone.
No. No. You get a candy. You got to get a candy quickly. We don't get one. So what do you want? Get quickly.
Where are the other ones?
They're right here. What do you want?
How many did Halo get?
She got 2.
I
So what do you want? You have to pick. You have to. If you don't decide, I will just give you cherries.
Remember? I didn't get to have the strawberries when I wanted to.
That's because I said you couldn't get 3. You only got 2. So you get 2. What do you want?
Take that.
Okay. Here's the blues, I think. Nope, I'm wrong. This is the sour. So pick the sour.
Wait, what's this? Ooh, cool.
It's a weird. That's what that is.
It's a worm that got
It probably was supposed to be a worm at some point in its life.
out.
Here you go. And here's a blue.
Can I still hang out?
No. You have had lots of hanging out. Now it's time to go.
I haven't had any.
I hung out with you all morning. I started work late to hang out with you. Huge. Oh, by the way, everyone likes the label. Shut up.
Can I play Baby for?
Tonight? Yeah. Not right now, but tonight, absolutely.
When I bumped my knee?
Yeah, I see it. Hopefully it'll get better soon. Oof. Right. Oof. Oof. All right. Choice paralysis in the Oreo aisle. You know, you showed me that picture of Oreos, and I saw only like 2 flavors there. No, I'm serious. Like, they're like, oh, look at all these Oreos. So there's... Here, let me actually pull up the picture. This pisses me off because there's so many different Oreo flavors, and they only ever sell like 3. You ever notice that? Yeah, let's pull this up here. Food Channel. Also, I actually like Five Guys. I don't even want to hear it. Alright, where's the Oreo picture? Where'd you put that picture? No, where's the picture? No, it's not here. Here we go. Oreos. So, like, yeah, so look at these flavors, okay? We've got zero sugar, that's not a flavor. Double stuff, zero sugar. Thins, double stuff, regulars, double stuff gluten-free. Hang on. Mega stuff, double stuff regular, there's the regulars, and I think that's it. Okay, so like half, actually way more than this. Way more than half of this is just, it's just Oreos. Now, there are some other flavors here. There's peanut butter. Hang on. I saw it. There's peanut butter golden, birthday cake, dark chocolate, mint, and Reese's. But that's it. Like, that's it for flavors. I'm sorry, this has been a huge pet peeve of mine for actual years at this point. Because there are dozens of cool, interesting, wild, fun Oreo flavors that they just don't stock anymore because nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's here. There's double stuff, there's omega stuff, there's ultra mega stuff. Damn it. Come on, guys. I want to try those KFC Oreos just to try them. And yeah, you remember those recent, the red, white, and blue Oreos. Those were actually really good. They're gone, of course. Okay, so Dragons Dogma 2. I didn't write this down early, but I got it right here. Red Dead Redemption 1 and Cyberpunk. Birthday cake is kind of a buttery, salty sweet. It's the same thing if you get, like, birthday cake ice cream or birthday cake, like, batter, or not batter, frosting. I happen to really like it. It's probably my favorite ice cream flavor. Try birthday cake ice cream with white chocolate chips sometimes, and that is just a fantastic combination. Anyways, okay, so sorry. I've been standing here. This guy's like, let me restart this dialogue because this is great. I will never answer your question. Ah, there you are. The Amani Huntmaster hasn't shown up yet. That just leaves you and me, and you must be mighty tired from all that fighting, huh? You can easily see him reaching for his weapon, clearly thinking you won't notice. Now, each class has their own response here. I forget what the Paladin one is, which I've heard. Oh, actually, you know what, Mr. Red, what's yours? Oh, there you go. Mr. Red says, raise your weapon and I'll knock you into next week. So that's your warrior option. Demon Hunter says, you ready your weapon. I may be blind, but I can see you intend to betray me. Actually, I'm going to look this up. Let's see if I can find all the other options here. This is great. This is Amani Honor. What do we got? What do we got? Death Knight. Death Knight just glares silently. I'm not even joking. The Death Knight just glares silently. That's great. Druid says, nature itself will shield me from your betrayal. Evoker says, I am the elite amongst the Drakthir. Do you think you stand a chance? Hunter says, good luck fighting with your feet frozen to the ground. Mage says, I have a polymorph spell for betrayal like this. Oh my god, no, it actually changes things. It actually changes things. So if you're Druid, he gets entangled at the beginning of the fight, and then says, I'm not scared of you and your stupid trees. If you're an Evoker, he says, only thing I know about a Drakthir is the one standing in the way of me glory. If you're a Hunter, he says, good luck fighting with your feet frozen to the ground. And he starts the fight in a freezing trap. If you're a Mage, he starts the fight polymorphed as a sheep and just says, bah. And then he says, I won't be beaten by some book-loving mage. If you're a Monk, he says, your stance betrays your traitorous intentions. Do you really wish to strike me? If you're a Paladin, he says, the light will punish you for this betrayal. And then you stun him with Hammer of Justice. And he says, curse you and your light. If you're a priest, he says, you do not have to betray me. Turn away from this path. Only one of us can get to glory, priest, and it ain't you. If you're specifically a shadow priest, you create a terrifying visage of shadow and death. He is then feared for 3 seconds. Oh, I thought priests were supposed to be nicer than this. If you're a rogue, you vanish, and then he says, you can't hide from me, and then he actually spends several seconds, like, in aggro, but unable to attack you because he can't find you. If you're a shaman, this is great. If shaman, you say, the elements themselves heed my call. Do you really want to attack me? If you're a warrior, we already said that. But then, if you're a warlock, you say, I wouldn't cross someone who regularly tames demons. So, what he's actually going to say to us is, maybe you're right. Maybe I don't want to be dealing with someone like you. No! Only one of us gets the glory. And it's gonna be me. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the worst decision I've ever made in my life. Why did I do this? Why? Oh god. Ugh. Hold on. We can split the trophies. I was just yanking your tusks. That's enough, Cool Joe. You know the punishment for cheating on a trial. Rosebank and not Lorana, meet us in Amaniza. You deserve a reward for unmasking this shame of your money. Ah, me soul! That's me soul you're ripping out! Ah, stop ripping out me soul!
There are ethereals messing with the Naldin camp. Nothing good.
Okay, so if I could voice a character in WoW, who would I pick?
Down.
Well, I don't know, who do you think I would be a good voice for? I am told I do a good Dwarven and Troll accent. They're apparently... Oh, and Draenei. It's the only 3 accents I can actually do. And I would never voice a gnome! That would be ridiculous! I could never possibly voice one of their most munificent and... Oh, yes, they're virile. Excuse me. It would be inconceivable! I also feel like I do a decent Pandaren. Pandaren's weird because all I do is change some of the tempo of how I speak. It's more about measuring out so that there's no particular pauses or indeed anything particularly long. It's just measured tones and static tempo of speaking. Also, as you can see, he is not enjoying life right now. In case you didn't catch this might not be super obvious. So he's dangling from the tusk and he has a spear in his chest. I should probably mention that he's still alive. Because he's a troll.
I'm listening, my friend.
This is a shameful fate for Kelvujo, but one he chose. You, Ashura, have proven once again to be strong. Take this for help trying to weed out the weak and unfit from our warriors.
I thought I'd never see the day.
Kelvujo, you're being punished for cheating and for being too dumb to hide it good. You should have softened Lorana before you attacked and not squealed like a pango when it didn't go your way. Maybe a few years with a spear in your gut will teach you a lesson. Yeah, by the way, that's going to grow around that. So when that is finally removed, that's going to be unpleasant. Anyways, bye. Thank you, Ismira Star. I appreciate that. It kind of just came to me. I didn't... Every now and again, a voice just happens. You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, of course, I must be speaking with a tone of voice that isn't quite emotionless, merely trying to determine exactly what needs to be stated at any given point in time. I like your voice mix. I'd love to voice any of the Lich Kings, especially the second. Like, I don't want to do this, but I feel like with a little bit of voice modulation I can do that. And I know that because I have actually sounded like that before in the FF9 theater. Wait, hang on, what? Hang on 1 second. And then I gotta acknowledge... What in the world? Hang on, 1 second. Okay, cool. Okay. And thank you for the sub, Don. As usual, I'll put that towards various Ratchet and Clanks. Give me a moment. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I remember the original Lich King voice. It was not terrible. Up your arsenal. Deadlocked. Tools. Done. The condescending Frenchman. That's just Jamaican. What's the problem here? Oh yeah, I actually have a quest to do in abundance. I don't have to do that right now. Let's not. Nobody cares about abundance. That's just for fun. Nobody likes fun. So this is an interesting little quest, Jane. We work with the Lightwood. You do not understand the real threat here, boy. Your kind attacked our farm and slaughtered my sister. I understand enough. Ah, just kill him. Be done with it as I. So, that's a blood elf.
What needs bring you here?
Akilzon's winds brought you to me.
You had to see why the Lightwood weapons are late. Well, you're in the right place. The Twilight's Blade has found our camp, and they know we supplied Yamani with the powerful Lightwood weapons. They started attacking us all the time, interrupting our work. And now this boy comes crashing in here about his sister. I don't have time for the Twilight's Blade, much less to babysit some elf farmer's lost and angry child. He's young. He thinks he knows everything. Well, I know a thing or two, too. Maybe you can both help me solve these problems. This elf showed up here seeking revenge, thinking we're responsible for the death of his sister, but instead of killing him, I'm gonna get set the boy straight. The money got no business with some farm. He don't understand the Blade is attacking both sides of the border. I don't blame the child. He don't know the Blade can hide themselves with their void powers. It takes some splinters. Throw him on the Shrouded Blade. Show him who the real enemy is.
Such a helpful young soldier. Good to see you.
Rakani overreacted when the boy came crashing into camp, but we all been on edge. The Blade have already snuck into our camp and sabotaged our work. It's been challenging, keeping up with the demand for the weapons, and people need the weapons to defend themselves. If you can get their broken weapons back, maybe we can make up for what we lost. Well, you deal with them, see if you can get any of our weapons back, whatever condition they're in. 1 experience? Can't do it.
Be upon ya.
Show this child the real enemy. Keep him shackled. Let him squirm. I don't care what the trolls say. They're not woodcutters, they're monsters. They came in cover of darkness and killed my sister and burned my family's farm. Yes, you all want to teach me a lesson. What kind of lesson can be learned about going into battle unarmed and bound? You all just want me dead. Sorry, what happened to your sister? Leania's dead. His fists clench. They were like ghosts in the night. It was Amani, I know it. The attack was random. Why not do the same? Any Amani will do. Why not them? Well, who killed Leania? I didn't see them. Listen, there was an attack that came from the direction of Suleiman. Who else would it have been? Right?
A new Bala Balori.
Come on, kid. Be grateful I'm not mounting right now. I'm going over a cliff, though. These cloaks. I've seen those before. Yeah, you have. And there's the ding. Sorry, I didn't actually see your question, Mr. Flood. I'm a distracted here. So, the way you add a game to the list is you donate, and then the game is added to the list. You can only add one thing at a time, though, and you can't do anything else with that donation other than add a game. There are math reasons for that, if you will. Oh, by the way, what he just said was, I didn't realize the Twilight's Blade were here. That there were so many of them. Well, I mean, in fairness, there's a lot less of them than there were earlier, but I get your point, kid. There's so many left. Yeah. Don't look at the giant pile of bodies we made south of here. So many dead. The Twilight's Blade did this? Uh-huh. That Lightwood revealed them and stunned them? Yeah, they don't like the light. It's kind of funny. Just a splinter of Lightwood holds so much power. These trolls are way smarter than we give them credit for. Yeah. They literally have to be. I'm really not kidding when I say these people were on the verge of extinction. So it looks like Mr. Red's done. I gotta say that because the tracker has that bug. I could have died out there, old man. Don't be so dramatic. You lived, eh?
Sit down with me. Let me...
Rakani wanted the elf's blood. The boy caused quite a scene before your eye, but in truth, he's no threat. He's a farmer's boy, a civilian, like us. Even so, if he cannot keep up with you and his restraints and falls prey to the enemy, so be it.
it is Akilzon's...
The boy looks confused. Good, maybe you're thinking.
May Akilzon bear you on her wing.
The chaos the elf cause is nothing next to what we face every day. We have to be extra cautious with the blade trying to sabotage our every move.
The Loa are back.
Thank you. These recovered supplies will help bring our operations back to normal, despite the elf still being around.
The Loa of victory keep their eye on you.
Looks like the boys realized there's more in this world than his family farm and the big bad trolls of Zulaman. But I'm not done with him yet. He's gonna learn hard work, too. The boy needs to make up for the disruption he caused in the work we lost. It'll be a learning opportunity for the both of you. You're gonna make something for us. Pay attention. One wrong move can destroy the Lightwood. With the Twilight's Blade sabotaging our equipment, our resources are too limited already.
But you didn't hear the end of my story.
Boy, assist him. Chop the lumber. What? I'm still tied up. How am I supposed to help? Don't worry. I got this. Now send it down, child. No more complaints. Stop distracting Law Runner. Yeah, if Zul'Jan was here, he would have just killed him instantly. Attach the blade. Hey, hold it steady for him, boy. You know, this would be easier if you'd untie me. Maybe, but it wouldn't be as funny. Now stop whining. Now preserve the light in the grain with the Dragon Hawk Ash Oil. Huh. Using Loa magic to preserve the light. That's clever.
Sit down with me.
I didn't expect an outsider to pick up our craft so quickly. I must be a good teacher. He almost cracks a smile, inclining his head to you in commendation. We seared the lightwood using oil made from Pengal lanolin, combined with ashes from a dragonhawk nest. It's a secret to working with lightwood. Without treatment to preserve it as a weapon, it would sooner burn out or lose its light. A dimmed lightwood weapon is no different than an ordinary blade against a Twilight's blade.
The Loa are back.
The lightwood is challenging to work with, even for experienced woodcrafters. Be patient, be precise, and do everything I say. Not bad for a novice. I was a fool. You're people just like us. It was the Twilight's blade that attacked that night. And then he runs off like an idiot. I must make this right. The Twilight's blade will pay for my sister's death. Wait, come back, you reckless boy. Ugh. That boy's a fool. But he's a courageous fool. Time to test his weapon you crafted. He'll be going after their commander. He's killed many of my crafters, but revenge is not worth his life or anyone else. Go after him before he gets himself killed. I did not go through this trouble just for him to die now, yeah? Yep, let's grab a weapon. Eliminate that scout commander before he kills the boy. You had me at kill. I said that about the boy. Oh, right, sorry. Oh my god.
With perseverance,
Kellar is bloody and bruised, groaning faintly and barely conscious.
sun chase your shadows.
Came to my aid. I suppose the old woodcrafter sent you. I must go back and give it my thanks. I was wrong about so many things. You know why we can tell that Warcraft is fiction? Because the racist kid who was angry about his dead sister got better.
Oraka young Hashura.
Oh, both still in one piece, huh? Very good. Maybe the boy learned a second part of the lesson without dying.
Good to see you again.
That commander killed some of our own. His troops most likely killed the boy's sister. But even though killing him would make crafting and send him back to easier, it ain't worth the boy's life.
Akilzon's winds brought you to me.
Maybe now he would think before he rushes off and makes a life-ending decision. And eliminating the head of the sabotage ring will allow us to make all the weapons we need. Things tend to work out, eh? Even for you. Here's a little something we got for you.
I'll just stay here and rest.
I'm sorry. I now know I should not have made such a brash assumption. Thank you for teaching me who the real enemy was, and to think before I act. Ah, you're welcome, child. Now go back to your farm. Zulamon's no place for an elf boy like you. I really hope that we see more of him. Probably in the next patch. In just a few weeks. Yeah, exactly as Bristol. Like, seeing him working on some Lightwood projects and, like, becoming a Lightwood logger just sounds kind of cool. There's still plenty of Lightwood in Eversong. And, hey, we have something they want. That sounds like trade to me. Yeah, next patch is all troll all the time, so I'm kind of hopeful. We'll see. I love how many of the tribes have just kind of naturally moved in and around the old ruins. Like, these ruins don't serve by themselves. You kind of have to build up your own towns and huts amongst them. But it's so logical that people would just be like, well, there's a bunch of walls over there. We should probably build in that area. Yeah, this whole area is amazing.
Oraka Hashura. Honored by your presence, Alas is favored.
I'm going to hold off on that quest for a second, actually. We'll come back to that. Leveling as a devourer. That sounds like fun. Also not something I would do. Yeah, no, that's actually late. That's why we're holding on. That's technically patch content, so we'll just let that sit there. Ugh, leaving just when I was getting supper ready. Don't have time for that girl's hiding. Oh my god, look at what supper is. Oh my god! Look at the kebabs. Look at the fish. Look at the bigger kebabs.
I am listening.
Oh, it's the Ashura. The favorite of a wily lord. Maybe you can hear. Me father opened his ear and I've been giving him all my attention. When I turned my back an hour ago, my daughter had run off. I searched the village, but I can't go far and leave my father behind. Please. Yeah. Find where she went. She can be on her own, but she's a sensitive girl and I don't want her going too far. That fool boy Hazer wouldn't come down, but he may have seen her leave. Ask him first.
Nago.
That's a good question. What do you think the Amani do to season their food? Yeah, they're just kebabbing whole steaks. Just a whole steak. I love it. Hi, Sean. So what do you say? Maybe just as well she left. She's a wild one with no respect for her elders. Father! That's just how she has said everything about your grandchild. And I pour hot supper on your head. Thank you. Well, it's funny you mentioned the spice thing. Just remember that for like 20 minutes from now when we do the cooking quest. That's further than I thought it was. Where is this dude? There he is. We even see him. Hello. This is the spot where I think and watch. If that's what you came to do, find your own spot. I'm sorry, have you seen Kanzo? Yeah, I saw her running toward the wood bridge where we all play. Okay. Coconut flavoring. Ooh. Ooh. Good luck finding her. If you do, she'll just growl at you. Or run away again. So, there's another Loa that I happen to be really fond of. Which, well... we'll talk about it in a second. It's with all this food here with the capybara. There's a slain frog right over here. A broken child-sized dagger rests near the corpse of a large horned frog and a small dead capybara. Or, sorry, capara, excuse me. You'll find that the frog has both the bite marks of what looks like several capara, as well as dozens of small panicked slashes made by a small weapon, like this broken dagger that lies behind. Capara tracks and tiny troll footprints lead to and away from the frog, indicating the frog interrupted the child's walk with her companions. Someone has placed flowers around a nearby dead capara, perhaps mourning its loss. The child's tracks lead further off the trail towards the river, followed by one less set of capara tracks. Poor thing. And yeah, sorry, in case you missed that, there really is a circle of flowers around it. So, Loa... the simplest definition for a Loa is that they are any individual entity completely glutted with spirit energy, okay? That's it, right? Like, that's the end statement there. However, there's a lot of methods for that to happen, and it's still kind of difficult to happen. Which is why there's so few of them, relatively speaking. Like, there's probably maybe 100 Loa across the planet, right? And so, sometimes, like the reason most Loa are animals is that they are animals who, through various reasons, have lived long enough to naturally accumulate spirit energy. Because spirit energy flows through living things. Now, an individual tends to have too much other stuff getting in the way, right? So the other stuff gets in the way of a person becoming a Loa. It's not impossible, it's worth noting. We actually have several accounts of individual people becoming Loa or very close to Loa creatures. But it is still something that is much, much more difficult. Generally speaking, any animal or creature that lives long enough on a planet like Azeroth, which, as a reminder, is absolutely glutted with spirit energy, is going to eventually become a Loa, just naturally over time. Now, you might think, well, how do they have power over such and such? The same way that anybody has power over anything. The reason I have power over being able to burn things with my eyes is because I channel fel energy through my eyes. It's something I have chosen. It's a skill, if that makes any sense. In other words, unlike, say, D&D, where your portfolio... yeah, exactly, Madam. Bwan Samdi used to just be a dude. We're not sure what Moazella used to be. That's more debatable. So, some Loa take particular patronage over X, Y, or Z, but what that really is that just them expressing their spirit energy in a specific manner, whether it's be medicine or fire, or just slashing someone with giant claws, right? They don't literally have portfolios over reality like, say, the deities do over Forgotten Realms. Or junk, because, you know, discarded things. I love Johnny. And that's going to be relevant in a second here. But anyways, most Loa choose whatever it is they are the patron of. And amusingly enough, there's not a lot of infighting amongst that. It can happen. Domains can and have shifted over time. It's really rare. A trail of fruit and and me needing some water. Yeah, you could be the Loa of old boots if you wanted to be. That's you. That's preference. And yeah, I should mention, by the way, I'm using the word Loa. I am technically using it inaccurately. I just kind of don't care. The actual term is wild god. A wild god is the actual umbrella term for this kind of thing. But that's a dumb name, and it's dumb, and it's stupid. So I prefer the term Loa because it's more evocative and it's more in-universy, right? A trail of fruit, small capara, and troll footprints lead from the dead frog to an empty basket on the ground. The basket has a rather large hole in it, probably from the skirmish with the frog. The capara seem to like the fruit and are treating the basket's demise as a happy accident. That's another thing. Bad Loa tend to not survive very long. We've killed a car how many times? I'll give you a hint. 3. Ooh. Endeavor complete. Oh, I have the wrong endeavor set. Whoops, I'm stupid. I'll have to go pick that up. And yeah, you don't get any worship if you don't give your followers a reason to worship you. Small troll footprints lead to shattered earthenware teapot lying on the ground. It looks as if whoever was carrying it stumbled and dropped it. The lid is in 2 pieces. The handle is gone, and it's cracked in a way that it's clear it won't hold water. Its carrier has chosen to leave it here, and the Kapara are curiously investigating it. I keep wanting to say capybara, and it's like, no. Mr. Red, could you please stop reviving Hikar, please? That's actually the wrong quest. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Hang on. Sorry. So, the problem is Draenor didn't have the makeup necessary for wild gods to exist. Remember, Hakar is kind of... Azeroth is kind of unique in the fact that this planet has a very imbalanced energy flow. Again, way too much spirit energy. In fact, it's what the Titans, when they first showed up, were like, whoa, okay, we need to deal with that. Because it was going to self-destruct. It was going to destroy itself because it was so imbalanced. And yeah, exactly. We're in the Sword Coast, metaphorically speaking. Azeroth is like this because it's Azeroth. Most other worlds, either if they have Loa, they're much, much rarer, or they don't have them at all. Now, I'll tell you what Draenor did have was elemental spirits. That's actually different. Elemental spirit is exactly what it sounds like. It is a spirit entity, of elemental energy. They actually call them Furies over there. Alright, time to abandon Mr. Red to his inevitable and well-deserved fate. But first, I just noticed my door is open. That's unacceptable, so I gotta go close my door. Ugh. I don't want to have the rest of the house hearing me yammering about WoW. Yeah, there's a decent variety, maybe variety's the number of old gods, wild gods, Loa, whatever you want to call them, that regularly get reincarnated. We actually had an entire series of quests about that back in Hyjal, in Cataclysm, excuse me, in Hyjal, and also in Shadowlands, in Ardenweald.
Halazi Dakaru.
What was she doing up past the log bridge? I told her not to go there. And with me basket and her best tea cake. Oh no, she wouldn't.
Cover your tracks.
She's going to Philo's shrine. She's too old for that. She's almost 13. An adult. Ugh. Okay, that line is some amazing world building. I've actually already given this positive, so I'm not going to double down on it, but you could tell how bad these people are doing that 13 is considered adulthood. Philo is the law of childhood, protects children. Parents pray to Philo for healthy children. It is even said if a child dies, Philo waits with the child in the afterlife until the parents claimed him. That's superstition. But that's why she's gone. She lost her twin, Janaka. She must think she's with Philo. The way to Philo's shrine is dangerous, and that law won't speak to her. Do what you can to bring her home.
Stay in the shadows.
Maybe when that law won't talk to her, she'll start talking to us. Father, please, the girl can't help it.
Will you join our hunt?
How do you know she's going to Philo's shrine? The direction she has gone, and the things she took with her. Only a child can call Philo. And only in a childlike way. Teapot, picnic basket. She was going to play with him. I don't know what she'll do now that she broke the teapot and dropped all the food she had in the basket.
Halazi
Great. Oh. Yeah, you know what adulthood is? Like late 20s. Don't even at me. So here's Philo's shrine. Notice it's not as well kept as the others, but it is still kept. And we've got a whole bunch of capybara just kind of chilling in the, what do you call these? Hot springs? There's Kanza. So we're going to talk to Kanza. Kanza will not meet your gaze. She stares intently at her feet and wrings her hands. Your mother sent me to take you home. She narrows her eyes at you as she looks you up and down, and balls her fists and stomps the ground. It's clear she's not going to go back with you willingly. You do not want to take the child back by force, but perhaps you can persuade her to listen by helping with what she's trying to accomplish here. Judging by the items arrayed before the shrine, she's trying to make some kind of ritual. Perhaps if you go with her and help with the ritual, she may go with you, or go home on her own. She makes no sound but briefly meets your gaze, and then points off towards the hot spring pools. Okay. Hang on. Oh, come back. There's actually a lore tablet for each of the Loa, by the way. I'm not reading all of these out loud, but since we're here. Imagination and childlike wonder. Those protected by Philo must have both. Beware those that would harm children, lest you stoke the ire of Philo and his brethren. Learn of Philo's dark side, and nowhere but death can you hide. Philo is called by many names, First Friend, Uncle Philo, and the Guardian. Children have no need to worship, no need to call him. All children earn his protection. The youngest child of every village is a speaker. Philo says nothing, but all understand. Other Loa fear Philo's power. Nothing can kill him, and his rage is insatiable. But he is focused, placid enough to eat from a child's hand, but ruthless enough to kill the most powerful warrior if it suits him. Philo protects children beyond death. If a child dies before its father or mother, Philo and his attendants gather and wait with the child until their parents come to guide them. To reach Philo, come and play. Only a child of the purest heart holds him in sway. Yeah, no, Philo is actually tremendously powerful. But again, chill. Philo is probably one of the older Loa in this area, which means he literally has more spirit energy, which is why he's so powerful. But because of his choice, being the Loa of children, he doesn't use that to try and bully the others or take over or whatever. He's just here, being a capybara, which makes sense, because remember, at one point in his life, he was just another capybara, like all the others are. Kanza points excitedly towards the thermal pools, drawing your attention to them. She flaps her arms like wings and then pantomimes watching something fly through the air. She then pretends to catch the imaginary flying thing and squashes it. You notice that stingers are flying around the pools, keeping them from accessing them. Maybe she wants you to get rid of them? Okay, do you need anything else? Innocent. Yeah, that's a good word for it, as Mirror. And it suits him. Oh, he's completely chill unless you harm a child, and then you're dead. Kanza points at the mushrooms at her feet and picks one up by the stem to avoid its thorny cap. Her tiny hands deftly strip the thorns off of the cap, and she offers it to you to smell. It smells delicious, something like between truffles and garlic. Before you leave, she stops you and clears her throat. You're stunned, believing she's about to speak. Instead, she startles you with a very realistic squeal that sounds like a charging boar. You may take this as a warning that the boars will fight you over the thorn caps. But you see the idea here, right, Kraken-san? The creature that they were helps inform their preferences, their choices, their opinion, their personality. And that then, when they slowly get more and more and more and more powerful, more spirit energy, that helps to inform what kind of domain they claim for themselves, right? The giant T-Rex was the Loa of kings. The giant the eagle, excuse me, the eagle is the Loa of victory. The bear is the Loa of war. Etc., etc. The little, I forget what they're called, but the tiny little scavenging dinosaur thing, that's the Loa of trash. Yeah, the Loa of rebirth is literally a freaking phoenix. Things, right? You get it. It's really cool. If it's not obvious, I love troll lore in general, but I love what they've done with the Loa in this setting. It feels like one of the more well thought out and fleshed out aspects of the world building. And I don't want to say it's unique to Warcraft, but I have rarely seen a fiction do as good of a job with this kind of a concept. Combies, that's it. I don't remember. I don't think I could see them yet. Evo. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, what do I need? I need to kill some bugs. Bugs. Is there a Loa of cheeseburgers? That's actually an interesting question. Let me double check myself on something here. Because we have a list. Okay, here we go. So we've got... There's actually not a lot of Loa of foods. This is why I'm double checking myself here. I don't actually see any Loa of food. That's interesting. Yes, Hakar was the Loa of blood. And he was a soul flayer, so that makes sense. Again, it kind of lines up when you think about what they were. I mean, hell, what's her name? The Loa of nature, of the woods. I can't think of anything else. It's the wisp, right? It makes perfect sense that a wisp, a nature spirit in its most fundamental form, would be the Loa of nature. Also, Acina, that's it. Also one of the most powerful Loa, consequently. Kanza shifts her weight from foot to foot, swaying impatiently. She claps and jumps up and down excitedly, but she pulls at your sleeve and makes an arcing motion with her hand, pointing to the far distance. There's something else she'd like you to do. Kanza is dancing with excitement. She holds her small hand up with one finger. One last thing to do. You must almost be ready for the ritual to summon Philo, if that's indeed what she's asking you to do. She fishes in her tunic for something and presents to you an object, a broken handle of a teapot, presumably from the one she dropped on the way here. Okay. Yeah, I can get you a new teapot. Give me a second. Exactly, as Miristar. Again, it all lines up if you think about it. Excuse me. Mr. Tortoli. We'll talk about the Tortolans in a minute.
Want to hear a story? It'll only take, a few hours to tell.
Oh man, I love hours-long stories. FF11 joke. We're walking. We're walking.
Take it slow, my friend.
My antique Tuskar teapot. You're not the first to ask about it. A little girl came here a while ago. Pity I can't take fruit or mushrooms and trade. At this point, it has to be on purpose, because we have tons of Loa push-ups, like literal dozens of them. Oh god, Kraken's son. Kanza points towards the blanket she has spread out. It looks like she wants you to set down the teapot in the center. Judging by the plates and feast she has laid out, you deduce she has constructed a tea party in hopes to entreat Philo. Let's do it! Yeah, you're back, kiddo. And there's Philo. My sister? With you? Philo nods slowly, his mouth full of thorn caps. Are you okay? Janaka smiles and nods, but put her hands on her hips. I know I should talk to Mama, but when I use my voice, all I hear is you. Philo stretches and yawns and begins to walk away. Do you have to go? Janaka nods and waves as she sets off to follow Philo. Goodbye, sister. I'll see you again someday. Sorry, give me a second. She looks nervous and expectant. I had to see her. Just one more time. I will go home. Yeah. Some people wonder why I like the writing of World of Warcraft, and quests like that are part of why. Oh, right, right, hang on. Just for you. Yeah, so few lines of dialogue, but a lot is being said there. So here's Philo, just chilling in the water. I don't remember any oranges. Yeah, I think you're lying to me, Eva. Why would you lie to me? Why would you do this to me? Being so full of spirit energy, Loas can quite literally empower people. But that empowerment can come in just about any format. Because mechanically, all that's happening under the hood is they're pumping you up with some of their spirit energy, right? So you can use that to be stronger, or to cast spells, or to heal someone, right? To see a vision. All of these things are just expressions of magic, to one extent or another. Yeah, tell me about it, Spartan. Ugh.
You honor me, Hashura. My blood for Zulaman.
Mama? Kanza! You're back and say... What did you say? Why you speak now? Why you worry your mother for so long? I had to see my sister. One last time. Ridiculous excuses! Lies! You did not summon Philo, girl. You're right, father. No more excuses. For you. Get out of me house! What? Fine, I feel better anyway. Your cooking is no good. Thank you, Ashura, for all that you've done. Also, I beg to differ. I would love to eat this food. I'm just saying. And then she goes over to sit with Sparky over here.
I want to be just like Zujara when I grow up.
Now, by the way, you didn't even notice this, I'm sure. When you talk to most NPCs, they play a standardized line which is set, right? Like there's like blood elf male, blood elf effeminate male, blood elf female, troll male, troll female, troll child. You get it, right? She hasn't been having any response lines this entire time until now. Very minor touch.
Are you going back to City Loa? Take me with ya.
I'm gonna go kill the grandfather there. BRB. So let's do a Shadra quest. That should be fun.
I fight for the Revan Tusk.
As a Torn Tusk, I am the pride of the Revan Tusk in Zulaman, but the Torn Tusk reached beyond Zulaman, and we remember the dark history of the rivalry between Widabak and Revan Tusk. Well, why don't you tell me about it? In the Hinterlands. When the Troll army splintered at Alterac during the wars with the humans and the elves, some of the Widabak, even the Vile Branch, went south into the Hinterlands. These are the people we've been encountering throughout Vanilla and Cataclysm. The Avaya branch mostly stayed to the city of Jintha-Alor, which I really hope they do something with someday. But the Widabak and the Revan Tusk fought over land and temples, including a temple to the Spider Lord, Shadra. The Widabak were brutal to the Revan Tusk, attacking my people with the venom. More recently, the Revan Tusk took Jintha-Alor for our own. So when the Horde destroyed so many of the Hinterlands villages, the Widabak left. Some to the west, some here. If they're here, we cannot trust them.
We are Nalaran.
As a Torn Tusk, I am cautious of Widabak because of our history. My family moved here because of them. The Widabak here in Zulaman seem to respect us, but the Widabak I remember killed and backstabbed their allies for power. They worshipped the Spider Lord, Shadra. We've actually seen Shadra 3 times now. Once in Vanilla/Kata, once in BFA, and once here. When the Hinterlands Widabak temple Shadralor fell, the Widabak must have fled somewhere. Look around for evidence of them and of Shadra.
May the Bear Loa be your best.
I've heard of them talking about the Hinterlands brethren in the huts. These walls are thin. While you search, keep your eyes open for mentions of Shadra. So I had an idea, which I'm probably going to use for my own system, Dakota, which boils down to making it a point buy kind of a thing. Picture this. Okay, so like, let me use D&D terms. +1 attack, +2 attack, +1 defense, right? +1 to stat. Make a chart of how much each of those costs, right? Then, when you go and you venerate Shadra, the Loa of Spiders, she gives you 15 blessing. You can then spend that 15 blessing on whatever specific blessings you want, right? Now, that's pretty basic, but that is something I've been thinking of doing as like a baseline. Something I have already done, actually, for my Warcraft PnP setting, is no setup like that whatsoever, instead making it all on the player and the GM to come up with something on the spot, on the fly. That's pretty much the exact opposite. There's no rules whatsoever. It's just figured out. I admit that relies entirely on the creativity of the players in question and the GM in question. But I have also seen some really good and creative stuff with that. For example, one of my players was doing a temporary dungeon. Oh, Mr. Resbeck was doing a random dungeon, and he was like, "Are there any Loa nearby?" And I was like, "Yes, there's actually one Loa nearby who is the Loa of Chains. You can reach out to." And he's like, "All right, I'll reach out to Loa of Chains," and I offered to bring him back several of the people within this dungeon that we're fighting in chains in order to appease him. And the Loa of Chains was like, "Great, then I will allow you to succeed at whatever check he was trying to do," stuff like that. Don't be touching me hunting spears unless you want a lesson from them. They're tipped in poisons from Skulk Rock. Yep, don't worry, we're going to see a lot more spiders in a minute. A lot more. Ah, admired me trophy. Wildhammer dwarves foolishly attacked our village. I brought it with me from the south to Zulaman. When we fled the hinterlands, I brought some of the recipes and relics of Zunwata with me. But the ingredients are very different here. Can you tell me about Zunwata? Zunwata was a small village where we brewed all kind of mixtures. I had to abandon it when we left the hinterlands, but I brought the recipes I could carry. I lived there alongside my cousin, Zularak Hatefala. I miss those days. Zularak used a mixture to make his yellow hair all the more yellow. I never did see him again. Maybe still around there. Or dead. Not everyone came up. Some felt he was shameful to return to the bluffs. Is that near Shadralor? Zunwata is very near Shadralor, yes. He seems to consider you carefully. But we don't speak of it now. Deloa is dead. Yeah, by the way, we killed Shadra back in Vanilla/Kata. By the way, if you're wondering why I call it Vanilla/Kata, most zones in Kata are different. They're clearly a follow-through of the vanilla zones. A couple of them are just vanilla again. The Hinterlands is just vanilla again. It acts as if vanilla never even happened, and so you just go through the same quest chains and the same story beats. It's... yeah.
It's an honor to battle beside ya.
Oh, the places you mentioned are right next door to Shadralaw. Oh, they probably worship Shadra. We can't trust them. They like the venoms they use. They poison the rest of the tribe against the Revatusk. Against us all.
Put a good word in for me to Zul'Jara. Do ya need
I lost friends to venoms made from Shadra's spiders in the hinterlands. I gotta know if Shadra's lurking around here, twisting the minds of the Widowbark. No Revatusk will be safe with Shadra worshipping Widowbark around. Maybe I seem paranoid, but I have my reasons. And you have Halazi's ear. You could ask him to reveal any hidden spiders, yeah? I know those long ears can hear them skittering. There's a shrine behind me. See if he grants you a boon.
the bear lower make ya hide like
Shadra's the lord of hunt. Shadra is his rival. Sorry, Halazi's lord of hunt. Shadra is his rival. Hunting for Shadra might appeal to him. It might even get you the favor of Atal Hakar. Which I will put this towards. Absolutely nothing, because you haven't put it towards something. Thank you very much, Atal Hakar. Much appreciate you for the sub you have given me, Mom. Remember, you can pick up to 3 things if you'd like to. Can I help you? Hi. Why are you here? Are you here to be scratched? No! Okay. To all WoW stuff. So at this point, I do believe that would be Patch Night, Last Titan, and the last patch. Okay, let's get a blessing from Halazi, shall we? Ah, a request to see the invisible. An interesting hunt is ahead of you. I bestow upon you the power to see the hidden eyes of Shadra. Yeah, they're everywhere, by the way. They're all those orange dots. Those are all spiders. They're everywhere! This would be a horrifying power in real life. I'm not actually joking. I want you to imagine for a moment that you could see, through walls, every spider in like a mile radius. I do not want that power. I would rather not, if that's okay. Oh, I'd gouge my eyes out.
We are Nalarak's claws.
The spiders fled. I thought they would put up more of a fight, and you said they were small. That doesn't matter. Halazi has set us on the hunt now. We must see this through.
I'll watch your back. Nalarak gives me the strength to outlast your enemies.
All of these spiders. There must be something we're missing. Halazi knew exactly how to repair them. I'll go to the temple. I know that there's more to this. Seek out his speaker.
May the Bear Loa be your bastion.
I will keep an eye on the Witherbark while you're at the temple. Like I said, Monobrent, time to gouge my eyes out. You might even say we're cutting straight to the eye of the problem. That doesn't work. Damn it. No!
The long-eared hears all and likes ear scritches.
Hello. I'm sorry, in case you missed that, what he just said is Halazi hears all and likes ear scritches. Halazi says he called you here to help. Is that true?
Halazi's shadow hide you.
Halazi is pleased to see his boon helped you in the Witherbark Bluffs. He wants to help you now, but he needs your help first, Ashura. And he thinks that helping you may help him too.
Halazi picked me as his speaker. Isn't that nice?
No. Halazi says that the Via branch have made a new venom that makes the victims not move, so they can drag them off to be sacrificed. He says it's frog venom. I said that don't make sense. Frogs aren't poisonous, right? Halazi says frogs are normally poisonous, not venomous. But they have sharp horn bits on them, so maybe they have venom. I didn't know frogs could have venom, did you? Let's find out if they do, and then the Witherbark can make the anti-venom.
Remember, Halazi likes offerings, like fish and feathers.
The Via branch are cooking up more bad things. You should go to the source and make them stop. Halazi has smelled their venom mix in places somewhere to the southeast, and he thinks it's more than just frog venom. Oh, Halazi says to bring back some kind of huge fang. Frogs don't have fangs. Find it anyway.
Nago Hashura.
See you around, kiddo. Oh my god. So what would a cat be? What would a cat Loa be? Like, remember, their personality, their preferences, their domain is kind of formed by who they are, or what they were, right? So what kind of Loa would a cat turn into? No joke answers, please. I'm actually kind of curious. Like, I know what a dog Loa would be. I can tell you exactly what a dog Loa would be. Loa of loyalty. Just, bam. It's right there, right? Curiosity and stealth. I could see that. Yeah, no. I have personally witnessed cats who just will not sit still and don't like closed doors, because they like to make sure that they know everything in their territory at any given point in time. They just roam. Oh, this is a terrible drop rate. For me, Mr. Red's almost done. Jesus. So we've got Loa of Curiosity, Loa of Loyalty. Mischievousness? Loa of Pranks, maybe? I feel like a bird would be a Loa of Pranks. Like a cockatoo, I think? Terrible little creatures. Alien abduction missions? I mean... Capriciousness. Loa of Vanity. A cockatoo Loa would be horrible. Loa of Murder. Amusingly enough, I don't think we have a Loa of Murder. The car comes closest. Loa of Blood. Blood's such an interesting domain if you think about it. It's kind of one of those cross-domain things. And, well, there's only really one way that Hakkar is ever satisfied. And spoilers, Hakkar is never satisfied. That's pretty much the problem. No, Mr. Red is paralyzed. Just gonna steal $5. There we go. Alright. Let's see what's in here. Well, we got his Ritual Fang. It's an enormous version of the Fang seen on the spiders in the Witherbark Bluffs. Interesting.
I speak for the law of the hunt.
Alazi says venomous is when they bite or stab, and poisonous was when you bite or eat. Isn't that interesting?
Halazi can reveal what is hidden,
Uh-huh.
like if you lost your dog, or something else.
Thanks. This means they're both frog and spider venoms in the mixture. Alazi says he senses someone beseech Shadra with the fang. They must be a really big spider if the fang's that big. Halazi doesn't like that the Vile Branch had it. I can tell. He's unhappy. His ears get all flat like the wings of a kite. We got to help out. Take the samples and the fang to the Witherbark chief. We Witherbark have alchemists that can brew anti-venoms for spiders and frogs.
May your footsteps and your fur be soft.
I think the venom's wearing off. Ugh. I was able to hear and see and feel, but not speak or move. It is safe to return to the village if you feel ready. I thank you for your protection, Halazi. The Vile Branch are continuing to brew stronger venoms. They smell of spider. Your hunt continues. I mean, loyalty and the pack were my two thoughts for dog, but then I realized they're the same thing. So, it's kind of like how Johnny is the Loa of trash, and therefore also the Loa of poor people.
Always welcome among the Witherbark. May I pray not hear you coming.
Alazi sent you. Speak with the Mixer. He has a deep understanding of venoms from all over the Eastern Kingdoms. Oh god, an elephant Loa.
I'm listening, my friend. But you didn't hear.
Can you make us an anti-venom?
Story.
Well, let's take a look. This venom is from local frogs, you say? I can make anti-venom from the samples, but this fang... I know this fang. It's a Shadra fang from Shadralaw. This worries me. How did the Vile Branch get it? It should have been safely hidden away. Send any victims of this venom to me. Quickly now.
Oraka, my friend.
Hey, go see the dude. Right now. Go. I feel better? Yeah, go. Right now. The worst of these venoms are the ones that where you start to feel better because you're dead. This is a real concept, by the way. There's actual stuff in real life where you go through this horrible phase of ugh, and then you feel fine because your body has stopped resisting. And then you're dead. It's called the zombie phase. I'm not making this up.
It's an honor to battle beside
Go see the dude. The Via branch are the ones doing something with Shadra. But despite us be working against the Widerbach, that doesn't make sense.
Put a good word in for me to Zaljar.
We would untangle this mess about the Widerbach and the Via branch soon enough. The Loa Shadra and her schemes must be our first priority. I watched the spiders run in terror from you, and something struck me. The spiders are not running in panic, they're going somewhere. Somewhere they feel safe. And even I can see them now. They are not hiding anymore. They're on the run. Our hunt continues.
I'll watch your back.
Yeah, I do not envy anybody having to deal with that. But they're not attacking us. That's not what I was expecting. Yeah, of course, real life is so horrifying that we have real life zombie states. Yay. Yes, master. Well, I know this looks bad, but listen to me first.
It be halal.
Okay, I wasn't honest with you before. Alright, what's going on here?
May your prey
The Via branch are attacking the crypt and stealing everything. Just let me explain.
I fight for the Revan.
Alright, let's hear him out, but keep your hands on your weapon.
The bear lower make
Talk fast, Shadra worshipper.
sit down.
I can't explain. I swears it.
Story from my day.
I concealed me knowledge of Shadra before because so many people assume she's an evil force. She is merciless, but only to our enemies. When the Widerbach left the hinterlands, we had to leave our temple of Shadralo. I brought 2 relics with me, the Eye and the Fang. The Via branch stole the Fang. There near where I hid the Eye of Shadra, collecting venom from our children. Please kill the Via branch trespassing in the crypt. We can't let them find the Eye.
I thought I'd never see
You knew Shadra was here all along. Yes. We brought 2 of our relics with us. We hoped she would return, but now the Via branch are trying to use her and her children against us. I didn't even realize the Fang was gone. I was too embarrassed to tell you when they showed it to me. I rushed over here right away to check on the Eye and found the Via branch here. I know, this whole zone is just so freaking good. So, as Miristar asked a question, but I'm actually going to ask this of the crowd. If you had to, like, write me in as a Loa, what creature would I be, and what would my domain be? Bonus points if they match, right? Like, in other words, my domain... Basically, I would probably pick the domain first, and then pick a creature that actually fits that. No, for me, Lord Reverend, for me. You can pick yourself in a minute. Bear? Loa? Loa of Time as a turtle. Ooh. There's actually 2, I think, Loa turtles we've encountered over the course of the series. 1 in BFA and 1 in Cataclysm.
We stay in.
And that will be the Loa runner. I can understand why they want the venom, but the artifacts are for communion. What would they be needing with them?
Loa are back. I feel
There are 3 relics of Shadra. I only had 2. I had the Fang in the village and the Eye here. They must have stolen the Fang and came for the Eye. We never had the shell of Shadra. It was lost when we left Shadralaw. It's possible the Via branch have the shell. The Fang and the Eye should let us talk to Shadra, briefly, even if we lack the last ritual to summon her. Come, I'll show you how.
keep your steps light.
The intent was to make a new Loa, not an existing one. I think the Via branch have realized that Shadra can be summoned and are trying to stop us, or steal us away. The Via branch have been at fault all along, I agree. Let's talk with the Loa. We got no otters, but this should work. Place still Fang first. Oh, Dolores heeding us. But we need the eye as well. I hope it'll be enough to reach her. Shadra, please speak with us. Ah, my witherbark, and a Revan tusk. Most interesting. The loathsome Vilebranch are working against my children and my return. Recover my shell from the depths of my sorrow, and we will punish the Vilebranch together. That's true, we actually have several bear loa, too.
Good to see ya again.
Quite a few various cat varieties as well. This is Shadra. This is Desadra I remember from Shadrado. She'll assist if we help her. She keeps her promises.
Just stay here.
Oh no, the ritual failed. Oh, we will find your share.
Do you need protection?
Shadra's asked if we recover the third piece of Mixajamanga's ritual. The Sheila Shadra. Wait, maybe we can bring her back. She recognized both Widderbark and Revan Tusk as allies. I felt her approval. I believe this is the right choice. Halazi set us on this path, and we each got our roles to see it through. Gather your allies, go do a dungeon.
Always.
Which we're not doing right now, by the way, before you ask. I'll defend the crypt. Oh, thank you. Nobody gonna take them from the pair of us. Heh. A Widderbark and a Revan Tusk from Hinterlands together for this. I left all that in the Hinterlands. We're the same now. We're taking back our land and our law. Once again, racism defeated. That's twice today. Once in a troll and once in a blood elf. Huh. Yeah, which... Can we keep knocking out all the racisms? Just... Boom, boom, Like I said, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to pull up. A Pend... We actually do have one Pandaren Loa, who is the Loa of Pandaria, as it happens. So it's not like that can't happen. Right, I don't actually want to do that. I want to do this. Here we go. Siran to Talakar. Ooh, ow. Good wishes.
I am honored by your presence.
A cuddly shark Loa. Rah. Here's the other Miser Caverns dungeon quest.
Step lightly.
We're on 2 of those now. There are more. Why does so many quests go through Mizara? That's why I was mentioning as Miristar. Xiao Hao was kind of a weird one, but I think he counts enough to qualify. But you're right, Lord Haramon. You're actually right.
Do you need protection?
So, you're not the first strange thing I've seen today. I saw a big shelled creature with the path to Janthalo. Janalo, excuse me. A Moxie took a bunch of scouts and went after it. They've been gone a while. Could you go check in on him?
The bite of the lynx lure protect you.
Mizara has, in my opinion, some legitimately good bosses and very good trash design. And way too much of it. Just glutted. I think it actually has the second most trash of any dungeon at midnight, behind the Shining Place of Death. I can't think of the name of it. The Shining Glade, I think? Shimmering Glade? Oh, God, I can't remember. Whatever, at that point. Where am I going? Oh, God, I'm turned around. He should be, like, right here. Oh, he is right here. I just hadn't loaded in yet. No need to panic, friends. We have a letter from your elder approving our study of the artifacts here. A letter? Elder said nothing about allowing large-shelled invaders. You must leave. So, these are the Tortolans. Can I just say, I actually really like the Tortolans. They're the... Blinding Veil, thank you. The kindly, but a little bit too patient grandfather/grandmother vibe, right? Like that's the overall vibe that they get across, almost as an entire species. And they're kind of awesome for it. Not the racist grandpa. No. We already met him earlier. No, these are like the ones who's like, I'll tell you a story, and about 3 hours later, I'll finish the story. They're great. I love them. They also tend to be, amusingly enough, rather action-oriented. Oh my god, Trickster's Lab. Well, thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. I will jot all of that down later, because that's going to take a minute. But just to say it vocally, we've got Cyberpunk, Spider-Man, Dragon Quest VIII, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Final Fantasy 9, 10, 10-2, Kingdom Hearts Days, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Dissidia Duodecim. Okay. Oof. I'll sort that out later.
Talk to me.
We used to put an onion on our belts, because that was the style at the time. Who are you? What you doing here? Oh, Shade Basin sent you. Yeah, we're fine, but these Tortolan should not be here.
May you die bravely, but not too soon.
These Witherbark Ukes are telling us... Ukes? Ukes? Youths? are telling us we can't stay here. But I've been talking to one of their elders for months to be sure we have permission to set up camp and explore. I even kept copy of the letters. Can you find the Elder Renzin in the village and show him that's letter of approval?
Home is where your shell...
Find Elder Renzin. There must be a misunderstanding. I will also add one other little anecdote. Obviously, there are beings that are stronger than Loa. We are one of them. Just to name the most obvious example, but there's also several other beings who are stronger than Loa. In fact, I got another example right off the top of my head for you. Xavius, who had no problem taking down Ysera with a single shot. I know, Hollywoodism, but still. And yeah, Gul'dan is actually a fantastic example of an individual who's just a dude who is supremely powerful. My own personal take on that, and this is pure headcanon-y, like how I square it away, is that it kind of follows the Greek mythos concept of the demigod. Not in... Okay, that's a lie. The modern interpretation of the Greek mythos concept of the demigod. There we go. Because in Greek mythos, the demigod was obvious. It's half mortal, half human. But nowadays, what that usually means is mortal who can do more than the gods. We've seen this plenty. There's a lot of fiction that's come out in the last 40 years that has, you know, the dude who is much stronger than whatever other deities happen to be running around the system. And yeah, FF14 is a perfect example of this. The Warrior of Light is more than capable of going out and just killing gods. We do it all the time. We've been doing it since level 30. And yet Gul'dan and also Gul'dan are both extremely dead. Yeah, Goku in Dragon Ball Z is another good example of this. Or I guess Dragon Ball in general. Goku's a dude, remember. He is merely a human. But you get the... excuse me. He's merely a... oh god, I can't think of the species name. The whatever thing.
The Loa are back.
Saiyan, thank you.
Get giant again.
So do you recognize these letters? Tolan was serious. He actually came here and showed his face. He wouldn't stop sending me letters. I kept ignoring him. And then I finally challenged him to do what he liked instead of waiting for approval. But he said to keep waiting instead. How do you say no to that? I sent him his letter of approval. I haven't given one in years. He has me respect. The Seeker's free to do what he wants. But the Witherbark will keep an eye on the Tortolans, as we do all visitors.
Such a help.
He can stay for now. Rare to meet someone as stubborn as me. He laughs to himself. And yeah, the Nephilim. Honestly, the player characters of Diablo 1, 2, and 3 all qualify. Angels, demons, yeah, we got that. And of course, StarCraft is not immune to this either. Well, the humans aren't super strong, relatively speaking, in StarCraft. The Protoss sure are. And fully qualify as just, you know, mortals. It's gotta have been months, this Mirror Star. Like, just months and months and months of letters back and forth.
Greetings.
And that's how Taurens weave the most impressive baskets. I love that story. Don't you have one story that involves fighting?
Want to hear
He confirmed I sent a letter of approval. Good, I'm glad that's cleared up.
a few hours?
Maybe now we can get a more pleasant introduction to Zulaban.
Take it.
If father says you must stay, we'll let you camp here. You'll be under my supervision. Excellent. Now that we're acquainted, Seeker Kushu can ask you about your cuisine. Ah, cuisine? Why? I'm a seeker in training. I'm compiling a book of recipes so I can earn my first scroll. That's weird, though. I don't know what to say about that. Where's the... Oh my god, it's another Trial of Style quest. Go away. Oh, wow. Your armor is so cool. You didn't even see me. He stares slack-jawed. Oh, have you seen my friend Steggy? She was here with me, but then there were all these pretty bugs, and she ran off after him. I was too slow to follow her. I'm supposed to watch Steggy. I'm response-able. And now you're response-able for finding her, okay? Steggy's all blue like Gushu, but tiny. She needs to eat, so please find her. Okay. Yeah, we don't include self-insert guy because he's been decanonized, thank God. But yes, Nova and Kerrigan both qualify as Protoss-level mortals in StarCraft. I will wait for Mr. Redden. That thing's name is Hyde Gorger the Ever-Burning. That guy's name is Steggy. My money's on Steggy. Hi, Neros, we're finishing up the side quests for Zulaman. There's probably more quests. I suppose I can pick them all up. If you haven't been noticing, I've been doing a weird method here. I actually prototyped this when I was leveling in here originally. Rather than picking up every single quest and then, like, you know, doing them and then leaving, I've been doing, like, one arc and then leaving and one arc and leaving. It's actually been pretty cool. It's been working out pretty well. Is there a Loa of Love? I don't think so. Now, Evo, speaking of, would be the Loa of Empathy. I know artistry is kind of everything, but no, empathy is the real thing. Here you go, little boy. You're okay, it's okay. There you go, you're okay. Get out. Let's see. Pedal feet. Mr. Red would be the Loa of metal. Lunarith is the Loa of singing. Or maybe song. No, I think singing works better. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh, God, he went through the camera. No. Yeah, so StarCraft has this dude who, like, merges with a Templar and a Dark Templar and is, like, the dominant personality of the two, and he's, like, the most powerfully amazing psionic in the history of the ever, and everyone constantly licks his dick. It's really bad. He was the star of several StarCraft books. There's a reason there is exactly one StarCraft book I recommend to people. It's the recent one. It's the one written by Timothy Zahn. I don't actually remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's the only one written by him. Okay. The Witherbark say they have lots of stories to tell. But I've heard two. Both involve a sparring match. Can you please ask for stories? My old bones can't take another reenactment. This location is ideal for finding artifacts. Searching through the rubble at the bottom of that lake could reveal many treasures. If you have a moment, you're welcome to take a look around yourself. Bring me anything you find, and we'll see if it's valuable. Let's see. Terra would be the Loa of Tactics. Asmiristar is the Loa of Goats. Yes, Ben One-Eye. Ben One-Eye is the Loa of Trains, obviously. Lord Haramont? I'd have to think about that. Let me chill on that for a minute. Let's see. Pull this up here. There we go. Kennex Cow, jeez. I'm being put on the spot here. Hang on, let me read this quest first before we go do this. Disika has been asking a lot of questions about the food we eat. It sounds like they like to eat poisonous foods. The Widabak do too. There are foods we eat that could kill us if not treated properly. I'll go collect some Zapka eel stomachs and blister skin kill. I'd like to test the turtle's tongue. If you can handle the bitter taste, the depths fruit that grows in the water can make it easier to hold your breath. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Low of questions? Yeah, that'd probably be Eleazar. Hello? Tell me a Witherbark story. Who's in the Temple of Atalamar? On the eve of a great battle, a vengeful elf stole an artifact of terrible power. Elemental giants tore through the forest. No Witherbark would stand down. They fought it to the very end. Everyone knows the names of the proud Witherbark who took victory that day. I feel like travel would be yours, push-ups. Hang on, let's go kill some eels here really quick. Disgusting things. Ugh. And yeah, we haven't encountered a poop quest yet in Midnight. Can we manage it? Can we manage one expansion without a poop quest? And we all know Huthor would be the low of contrarianism. Oh, right. Alright, eels. Time to die. Listen, it's not my fault that eels are evil. It's right there in the name. Low of cats. Oh, well, no, that's Bragwin. Damn it. Bragwin's the low of cooking. Which makes Kennex Cow low of providing. There we go. That's what we're going to go with that. There we go. I'm really stalled on Lord Harriman. Balance. Hello, Chandra. Yep, no. Commit. You are now the law of balance, Lord Paramount. Congratulations. I actually like the low of humor for Neurozaz, if you're okay with that one. Me? Low of power. If there's one thing that defines me more than anything else, it's the ability to do. It's actually an expression of choice, more specifically. And all the ability to do means is power. Not like, mwah, ha, ha. I mean the ability to do. Literally. As for an animal, I'm not sure about that. I'd have to think about that. My second choice was amusingly low of choice. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Choice is probably one of the closest things to something I would consider sacred. Orangutan. Well, I do want to kill myself. I mean, shark would fit weirdly well, especially with the power motif. Probably a megalodon specifically. Or a... Actually, no, I take that back. Probably a tiger shark. Low of balance? Oh, that's actually tough. What animal would a low of balance be? I'm not good enough with animals to know an animal that, like, naturally fits with like, its environment. You know what I mean, right? Something that just very... stories. Without actually needing any kind of external thing, just kind of fits the environment and benefits from it both directions, kind of a thing. That's true. It doesn't necessarily have to be an animal, I suppose. Here's an old Amani story. Once upon a time, burning, burning on the fire. Burning, burning, all the tires. Sorry. Coral. Actually, that's not invalid. I see. They keep clear records of all these battles, at least. Their storytelling is, quite strenuous. Did you find anything exciting? Yeah, let's see. A lost Amani bolt, a lost Amani ore, a trinket, and a pot. What an interesting find. There's a lot to be found with this pot. How they might have prepared food, what kind of food they ate, what they valued in a meal. I'll work on analyzing this. You can place those other things to the side. They're far younger than this beauty. Yes, of course the Tortolan is interested in the freaking pot. Not pot, the pot. God damn it, Mr. Red. We ingest some poisons to make ourselves resistant to potential threats. Some just taste good or provide a good thrill. Okay. The Witterbark could survive eating each of these ingredients raw, but they would need aid. Together, eating them together would be deadly, so we're going to cook them into one dish. But don't worry, I'll show you how to take out enough poison so it tastes good and is paralyzing. Start with the ears, stomachs. Squeeze until they release their juices. Yes. Squeeze their juice. Yes. Yeah. Squeeze out their juices. Yes, good. Okay, now. Crush the kelp. Use the tips of the leaves. That's where most of the poison gathers. Yes. Crush. Alright. I bought you boar for you to butcher. We'll lather the blister steer paste under seasoning. Yes. I actually did this world quest before I did this quest. And when I got here, I was like, oh, hey, deja vu. Now add everything to a skewer. Cook it for a while. Bring the poisons together. Yeah. Look at that beauty. That looks good. You cooked it long enough.
Welcome from me.
Oh, that smells sharp and tangy. Nothing left but to try it. Down the hatch. Yeah, my limbs are tingling. Was that the paralysis you mentioned? Interesting. Had almost no effect on you. That much paste would have paralyzed me for 2 days. Fascinating. I'll make a note of that in my cookbook. And I'll develop you a recipe that'll make you feel the real effects. And I'll give a Palesta story. Poison, spice. I mean, honestly, what's the difference?
Hello.
This old Witherbark part. Witherbark pot you found is quite interesting. I've made a series of notes on its construction and use, but now it's time we should speak to the Elder. The pot should be returned to him. Wait, so you're not the British Museum?
The currents guide you home.
I'll meet you in Witherbark Village with the pot. I can't wait to see the look on Redzen's face when he sees it. I can't believe I couldn't make Swiftshot 3 separate times. Swiftshot's origin story is he wanted to be a hunter really badly, and the universe said no. Then he died, and they wanted to be a hunter again, and the universe said no, and he's like, no, I'm gonna be a hunter.
We stay in Halazi's shadow.
A whole tide-fished, heavily blessed, and only slightly decomposing. Better sell it quick, the smell is spreading on its own kind of blessing. Seeker Critchit says you... Krikash, excuse me, says he wants to wait for you to arrive before showing me what he found.
May your prey be too slow to get away.
Elder Renzen. Well, I found an old witherbark pot languishing in the shoals. I'm here to return it to you. An old pot? You sent me dozens of letters, and you found us an old pot? And you're giving it to me? What's your game, Tortola? Why are you really here? This pot. It's in remarkable condition for its age. Just like us. While goods are made to withstand years, shared one. Maybe we value the same things. You should give it to your daughter. Yes, she has the whole camp trying new recipes. Ha! If it can survive her recipes, it can survive anything. Maybe I'll stop by and get a sample at Sika. Simple, fun, delightful quest. I love Zulamon quest so much. I don't have much to add to that. I love Zulamon quest so much. We're actually almost done. God, Ghost Pepper Challenge. Try Troll Dungeon. Okay, so let's see. When did hunters get access to... let us see. When did Undead get access to hunters? Looks like Cataclysm is when that was added. I hear there's this thing called burgers, Ross. That's what I thought. This...
Deflame.
Yep, okay, that's actually a patch quest. We're going to hold off on that. Which means we're about to go do one last side quest, which I've saved for last. Loa of Trivia? I mean, I guess. I do know a lot about everything. I don't know... Well, it's maybe a lot. Is it? I know a little bit of everything. That's more accurate.
Armies favor bloodthirsty insects from the leech bog. Help gather some more.
Why'd you kill my bot? Actually, it looks like Asmirastar killed the bot. Okay.
It is Ekelzan's favored. Greetings.
Ashura, could I ask for your aid? My mother passed recently, and I'm the one responsible for performing her death rituals. It's a lot of work for one person to do. Most would get help from their family, but I don't have anything left. Could you help me?
The Eagle Lore bring you victory.
Thank you. I don't want to do this on my own. Yeah, sure. This is probably going to be more than a triple positive quest, and that's all I'm going to say about this. Brother, is that you? I heard Mother died. Who's this blood elf? I didn't think you show up. They came to help with the ceremony. To help? Or to make sure we play nice and don't kill each other?
Akilzan
My younger brother left when I was just coming of age. He sent word he would come and help, but we didn't part on good terms. But he's here after all this time.
Talk to me.
His kid left many years ago. Preparing may be tense, but at least we don't have to do it alone. First, we need to collect the spores of the weeping mushrooms. You can get them from the mushrooms or the boars. I'll be using them to create the incense. Be careful, the boars might be unhappy when we take their food.
My blood for Zulaman.
Alright, well, let's go get some boar meat. Or, I mean, weeping spores. Once again, very low-key, by the way. You notice all of these are very, very low-key. Like, exchanging cooking recipes. Recovering a pot. Iskin, be careful with the spores. You don't want to anger the boars. I see some things never change. Mother never gave me a chance to make mistakes. Neither did you. You're my little brother. It's my duty to protect you. Did you consider how guilty I felt when you were punished for my mistakes? She hesitates. No. But I still look at each scar I saved you from with pride. I'm going to reread that out loud without the accent, because I want to make sure you caught that. This is bloody subtle storytelling. Mother never gave me a chance to make mistakes. Neither did you. You're my little brother. It was my duty to protect you. Did you consider how guilty I felt when you were punished for my mistakes? No. But I still look at each scar I saved you from with pride. What? Yeah, whoever wrote this, unfortunately, was probably speaking from experience. I am feeling better. Thank you for asking, Orgar. And hey, Retro Justice. Thank you for the sub. Give me one moment. I will go ahead and jot that down. Or, here we go. Cyberpunk. Kingdom Hearts 2 and FF7R1. Done. Cheat sheet. Oh man, banana pudding. Oh, I would kill for banana pudding. Unironically, one of the other options I was thinking for myself for Loa was the Loa of pain.
Your honor.
This actually ties in nicely to empathy, too. They're called weeping spores because they burn when they make your eyes water. The spores give a warrior's good excuse if they're too cowardly to admit their feelings at the pyre. Oh, now that's a cultural ritual for you.
I'm listening.
I asked for your help without telling you how me mother treated me brother and me. I don't speak much about my family. I learned not to. I still don't understand why she was the way she was. Maybe something happened to her. Something that caused all that pain. Maybe pain and chaos while she knew. But in the tribe, she inspired many. At least she can remain a mother to them.
Oraka, my friend.
Next thing we need to do is collect sinew from the giants. The sinew makes sure the bonfire is not going to fall apart. And the act of risking your life against a powerful foe honors the fallen. I'm a tested warrior, don't worry about me, but make sure Ixen doesn't come to harm from the giants.
Nago.
So, how's life in the woods? Fine, actually. I have a good life now. Whatever. There we go. I'm trying to remember because it's been a minute since I did the Darkspear quest. What was this now? You know, the Heritage quest. You're probably right. And done. The sinew of the mountain giants is a good billion materia. But we only use it for this one purpose because it's dangerous to get here, and there are not enough giants. At first, when Ixen left us, I thought Mother didn't care. Even at her deathbed, she never once mentioned him. But she felt guilty when he left. Her tantrums towards me carried the shame, I think. I wish she could have admitted it, but I knew that never would have happened. Our tribe sees Mother as unstoppable and fearless, but sometimes in the inside, that's hardest to face.
A fair wind brought you to me, eh?
Next, we need to collect the logs on our bonfire. Kansha, the large tree at the end of the valley, was infected with poison from a stray arrow long ago. She's quite tough. To survive, she sheds her branches regularly. In a way, Kansha has become a regular patron of our rituals. Her strong wood burns warm and hot like a muddy blood. Perfect for bonfires.
Lord bless you like you blessed us.
Oh yeah, and by the way, the sinew we just got. The sinew hardens as it ages, creating a bond that always remains. My favorite line of this whole quest is right up here. So how did she die? She got sick. We knew the end was coming. It was just a matter of when. Did she have any final words? Just comforting lies.
Talk to me.
Don't worry over Concha. She's outlived generations of trolls, and the druids say she'll survive many more. So here's the line. I'm going to say this without the accent. Concha has been a long-term friend, and I spend many of my nights resting here under her pines when I can't go home. Our tribe warns folks to be watching for her falling branches, but they never hit me. Not one scar or bruise came from her. Ah, okay.
Did Sushara send you?
Ahead is an old shrine. Nobody knows anymore what we worshipped there or why, but it was a place me mother loved. It would honor her if we put a stone from it on the pyre with her.
May you die bravely, but not too soon.
Pardon me, Bear. Man, isn't it great how WoW has become so Disney-fied, and it's just for kiddies and babies now? Idiots. Why are we even honoring her like this? The tribe still loves her. You never told them? They never believed me.
Tokobane, welcome.
We both know the shrine is a place that pleases our mother. Can't say she knew that much about us. Sorry, I should be reading this out loud. So the fallen branch says, every shed branch carries a little poison away from the heartwood. The stone I just picked up says, even a weak foundation can find new use.
A fair wind brought you to me, eh?
The others in the tribe still revere mother and mourn her death, but since she died, I've mostly just been missing Izkin, excuse me. She drove me brother away, but her death brought him back. At least for the ritual.
I'm listening.
Now we set up the bonfire to burn the body. Destroying the body means it cannot be used by the Via branch. Yeah, when you live next to necromancers, you gotta take precautions. It chills me how quiet she is now. So, the tribe should be gathering at the funerary coast.
The keen eye of Akilzan be on you always.
The sinew will keep the logs together until the fire dies. Concha dropped these branches to be free of old poison. I hope this pyre can do the same for us. Now we testify any regrets we had, anything we never got to tell her in life. Oh, okay.
I be listening.
She was good to all of us. I don't want to believe what they say.
Lord bless you.
I can't believe what Chana said, but who knew her better?
You always...
She was such a great leader. Surely she was good to them, too.
May you always...
Many a man are alive because of her fierce spirit.
May you die bravely.
Their mother was a great leader. We're gonna miss her.
The eagle lower...
I hope it's not true what Chana says. Ask Izkin before he leaves. Their mother was a great leader. We're gonna miss her. Blah, 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 blah. I think we've looped. Yeah. I'm sorry I left you with her. I'm sorry I never gave you the chance to help me. Oh, God damn it. Sorry, sorry.
Hashura, my friend.
Thank you for helping me on this journey. I didn't think Iskin would come, and he didn't think he'd be welcome. I think he and I realized now the worst trick I might have pulled was pitting us against each other.
May you always see.
I'm hosting a hunt next month in my neck of the woods. Maybe you could join us? You should be welcome. It's a family hunt. Your family. Actually, it's your niece's first hunt. She smiles. My niece? Oh yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, only in fiction, right? I will admit, I take this one a little bit harder than I think some people do because of my parents. Yeah. Moving on. I need to write some things down really quick. Please forgive me. Yeah, I forgot to read this one out loud, by the way. The spores we got originally said, and I quote, "The boars that eat weeping calves will develop tears, carrying these spores, sowing them for future generations." You don't understand that one? Tears bespoke tears. It's often referred to as a cycle. An abusive father begets an abusive son, because they are now an abusive father who begets an abusive son. Okay. Anywho, that was Zulaman. Terrible zone. God, garbage zone. Why does anyone even do this zone? Let's go PvP, yeah! I shouldn't do that. I apologize. How does this chalk up, man? Let's get some height. Yeah, WoW is and always will be.
With Akil's on back, we reclaim our old traditions. Join us at the temple for our trial of flight.
Sure, why not? Just get this realistic thing here. Yeah, no, absolutely, Mook. Some people have asked me why I say Warcraft is a positively inclined setting. In Warcraft, people can recover from trauma. And do better.
You are a natural, Ashura. It's a glorious feeling to soar with the eagles, yes?
Yeah, you know what? In Warcraft, the dead scar healed. Better way to phrase that. Oh, I don't know, Lord. That's actually a good question. I suppose the obvious answer is World of Azeroth. I could also just go with Azeroth. Like, that's an option. The only downside with something like Azeroth is, from a marketing perspective, it's actually not a great name. Yeah, I honestly expected when we got to Eversong, the Dead Scar would still be there. There we go. Guardians of Azeroth is an interesting one, but Goa, I guess Goa doesn't sound terrible. Because you always got to think about how people are going to truncate or acronym things. I did, D20. And you are correct. The scar is still there, it's just healed. There will probably be a stream tomorrow, but it's going to be late because, you know, server maintenance. Yes, so stream tomorrow. I'm gonna get some groceries. Hopefully that'll all be done by the time, you know, that's done. I just realized I have one last question. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. And ignore the multiple sawals I've got here. Okay, fine. We'll do one sawal. One just for you. Lady Leadrums.
I answer to the light.
I have decided to return and remain in Zulaman. Though I have long fought against the Amani, driven by a bloody history of conflict between our people, my time here has led to me seeing them in a new light. I know all too well that the pain and hatred of the past is not easily overcome. It's a road I still walk today, but the only path to the future is forward, one step at a time.
Fight well.
Your brother has disobeyed your orders more than once. I know he is family, but should he not bear some consequences?
He has been ignoring his big sister since the day he was born. Zul'Jan also be the grandchild of Zul'Jin, and so he has power. And he talks well. He has followers. Most of them dead because of Mordoon. The rest? I don't want to splinter the tribe again by punishing my brother. Losing his followers and seeing me become Ashe. I think that may be punishment enough.
Your brother would begrudge your relationship with the Loa?
We're brother and sister. We begrudge everything. But we also leave it behind. The way he is, it's also my fault. I should not have been so hard on him. Now and as a child.
He is his own man, and smart enough to know and face the consequences of his actions.
Do you want me to take his head or what? That's the kind of justice we have in Zulaman. I know my brother, and I'm gonna give him a chance to make things right. He deserves that from me.
Spoilers, we will see where that goes in the patch content. And that is all I will say about that.
There you are. I need your help with a project. Find the strength in yourself.
So the Hashura did find you, my brother. Why did you miss the party? I know you like to dance.
Forgive me, sister. I do not feel like celebrating.
Why, Zul'Jan? Are you not happy for our victory? For the Loa returning? For your sister becoming Ashe?
I am glad we crushed the Twilight's blade. And I am glad that you are happy.
You do not like that the Loa are back. Why, Zul'Jan? They have been part of our culture since the beginning.
Let me ask you, sister. Do you submit to the Loa, or do the Loa submit to you?
Why are those the only two options?
Neither. Can you not understand that our relationship with the Loa is built on trust, not power?
Yes, but what if we become dependent on them again and they disappear? When they left, it shattered us.
They left because we almost killed them. Our grandfather and that villain, Malakras. I don't mean to yell at you. I understand where you're coming from. Our image of our grandfather is hard to let go. And to let go of being on our own. But we gotta work with the Loa. and a Gokinye. It won't be like it was, Jean. But I won't let you wilt in my shadow. You will still be my right hand and my brother.
Thank you, sister. I hope you're all right.
Yeah, no, Zul'Jan is... I mean, he's a neo-Nazi. We've already talked about this. He is such an interesting... Oh god, I should sell this thing. He's such an interesting and fascinating character. By the way, I actually like this. Can I just say that really quick? Yes, it is push-ups. So, you remember that gray item we got from him? It's worth like 165 gold. That's a lot for a single item. But it's got a 3-hour duration because it's decomposing.
All made or gathered in Zulaman with pride.
So we're going to sell that before it finishes decomposing.
Come back soon.
Oh, hey! Hawkstrider hatched from earlier. Oh, yeah, by the way, did I tell you guys? I actually didn't, I suppose, because I've been running around in my dragon. Hang on one sec. So I've decided on a mount for Lore Runner for the time being. Oh, God, what was the name of the damn thing? No, not that one. Is that the one? I think it's this one, yeah. No. Is this it? It's this one. It's this one. Here we go. I got it from the soiree. The animations on the Dragonhawks are really good. Like, there's a lot of fluidity, a lot of intermission. What do they call them? There's a term for it. It's animation frames in between central animation frames. Like transitions or something like that. I can't remember what they're called.
Our beasts favor bloodthirsty insects from the leech.
Look at all that movement, though. That is incredibly well animated. And yeah, their barrel rolls are great. Look at that. I have to admit, I also like the other one, which is the fiery one. Which is this one, which I also just got from doing that. The main difference here is this one has the fire effect as it's flying around. Or it's supposed to? Hello? Why is there not a fire effect all of a sudden? There's the fire effect. That's weird. Whatever, you see it, right? Either way, I like both of these. Great stuff. Can I throw clouds that stop towers from attacking? Yes! Alright. There actually is one very last quest here. So I'm gonna do that. I actually forgot about this one. Sorry. Ahem. So, personal history. With Mordoun slain and the Twilight's Blade defeated, my people want to return to Atalaman. It should be a moment of great celebration, but something unexpected is barring our way. Seek out Tarundo and Elder Doru. They are supporting the resettlement. Oh, whatever, that's fine. They'll know how best to use your talents. Prepare yourself, and do not hesitate to meet Atalaman. Defend Atalaman, no matter who you meet there. You might see some familiar faces, but they won't be as friendly as they once were. So as here's Atalaman, aka the Raid. No matter how many we strike down, the enemy forces keep storming into the city.
Oraka Hashura.
You complain like an old bango. Sit still, let your bones mend a minute before leaving to bury again.
It be the favor of Akilzon.
Zuljara sent you, Ashura? Heh. She must be tired of waiting on us to make headway.
Akilzon watch over ya.
First Mordoon and the Blade. Now it's overrun by echoes. At least that's what Doru calls them. Echoes. All I see are ghosts of a bloodier time. And like those days, no matter how many we cut through, they never stop swarming in. Get out there, see for yourself. Bring the echoes' remains as well. Doru wants to study what they are and how they work.
We will get through these dark times.
Curse the echoes. Curse Zul'jin and Mordoon and that snake Malakras. They only cause more mess for the leaving to clean up. Listen, Ashura. I need you to deliver supplies to each of the shrines in the city. We've packaged some food, water, bandages, and reagents to keep the barriers at full strength. Ask about their statues. Though safe, they likely feel boxed in. So what are these echoes? Well, it ain't natural what is going on. Everything I see, everything I study from the echoes leads my mind to a truth. The city is cleansing itself. Within a few short decades, Atalamon has been victim to the dark magics of Malakras, the sickening void power of Mordoon, and the reconnection with the law. Now it's reacting. It's heaving about a gunk like a child eating too many sweet berries. Except its retching is producing memories of warriors and adventurers from days long gone. Stay vigilant. The echoes are weak, but they'll swarm you if you ain't careful. Stop talking with your arms off. I can't heal you if you keep fidgeting. You absolutely can. Any donation, even if it's no money being transferred, Lord Harmon, is treated the same way for the sake of simplicity and paperwork. So, I'm trying to think how I'll put this on the site. We'll do... I'm just going to put CK3 Warcraft mod, I think. And we can work out the details of getting the specific mod later. Because I don't... Part of the reason I complain about names being too long is long names actually screw up the formatting on the websites. I try to truncate a few things. That's why Ratchet & Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal is listed as R and C3, right? Stuff like that. Anyways. Thank you for being part of the show, Lord Harriman. And for being contrarian! Alright, where am I going? I guess I can show off my brand new mount. Or this one. Let's do this one. Ahem. Alright. So each of the shrines is set up with a barrier to keep the ghosts out. And yeah, sorry, I say ghosts. These might legitimately not be ghosts. It's kind of weird. Several people in chat have already mentioned this. These are very similar to the Radiant Visions from back in War Within. And there's no nice way to say this. There's no way in hell that this many people raided Zul'Aman and also died. But yes, we're killing a bunch of raiders. You know, our raid teams, apparently. Enjoy the lunch, Evo. I will get lunch soon, don't worry. I just want to finish this. I want to put a cap in Zul'Aman. Oh yeah, they say stuff like, healers, don't let me die! Group on me! I just wanted the frog! That was me a few times.
My friend, such a helpful young soldier.
Yeah, this is how the Amani view us. Healer? Healer? You should know the Shadowpine's resourcefulness is unmatched. We could survive and protect the shrine for years if need be.
It's is an honor to battle beside you.
These echoes are weak as little capybaras. Give my fighters the perfect opportunity to get practice reps in. Only problem is keeping them fed, but all these supplies should keep us full and fighting a while longer. Lol, was Star. My gear was perfect! Whoops.
Uraka, put a good word in.
The supplies are appreciated, especially since our warriors have been gravely injured protecting the eagles. But every wound is worth it to ensure the youngest eagles live to leave the nest and fly. Aw. Alright, let's go murder a bunch of people. Die! A lot of rogues out here. No wonder they're dying. Don't bring a rogue to Zulaman. God, come on, guys. Alright, Ross, I'm ready. Ready. Well, we've got a... It's so interesting thing. Someone mentioned there's cross parties. That's a gnome and another gnome grouped with a Forsaken. And a dwarf. Ah, bone broth. Interesting. Oh. Yeah, so, you know how first impressions are really important? I know a lot of people who have pushed away from both FF14 and WoW because of really bad first impressions. It's one of the reasons I have, like, a whole list of, hang on, talk to me first, if you're going to try either of them for the first time. They're MMOs. They're old MMOs. They have problems.
Zuljara was right to trust you.
Doru has some idea about why all the echoes are here. They have a very particular, very specific reason. But if you ask me what I believe, they're here because the ancestors want to give us a right smack to the head. We never confronted the truth. We knew there was something wrong with Zul'jin and Malakras. Maybe none of us could explain it, but in the end, you could feel a darkness following them.
Join me, my child.
It's like an endless ocean. God. The situation here is tenuous. These echoes of the past are easy to defeat, but they revive moments later.
Speak up, child. I don't hear as well as I used to. Yeah,
I will study the ashes you acquired, but we can get the situation under control by means other than the axe. You must disrupt the battlefield, Ashura. The echoes believe they're in the midst of a decades-old battle, so we must target the support they relied on back then. Poison the feasts they find respite at. Find disrespect for civilian allies. And sabotage the chest they seem so keen on looting. The scouts report seeing a few unique faces there. I felt old angers rising when I heard their names. They were not honorable fighters for us to challenge ourselves against, such as yourself. Remember, canonically, we did Zulaman. They were vermin, greedy opportunists that drove legions of conniving adventurers to rob us of our possessions, our treasures, and our tusks. Slaying the echoes of these key figures should reduce the number of echoes appearing, and it'll make me green to know their fall.
Zerenago.
Throw your sympathies aside, Lorana. None of them are your actual companions. They are merely Atalaman's memories, experiencing neither pain nor death. Look, Ross. So here's the feast they've got set up. All of them one at a time. I got you, fam. Just one at a time. Oh, never mind. Mr. Red started helping. That's gonna be funny. Yeah, sorry. I'm a demon hunter who knows what he's doing. Y'all are dead. A feast? Finally! About time. Our healers have been abysmal. Ugh. Oh no, it's my cooking. I mean, that is a lot of seafood. Boss poisons your feast. That would be horrible. Are there any new MMOs that don't have those problems? None that I know of. Maverick is correct. MMOs are getting much smaller in scale by necessity. They literally have to. Whoops, whoops, whoops. So here's Mitzi, who's... You know... Ew, I'm a frog now. First I decurse them, then I curse them. Sunrise, sunset. Whoop, hang on. What's that? Come on, right here. Come on. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. What am I looking at? Ah, there it is. It is actually someone in the water. Come here, lady. Does this mean I'll no longer become one of the unliving? Well, don't get your hopes up. By the way, does this share? Also, I really hope you're joking, Mr. Red, about your wizardry comment, because Jesus Christ. We don't need to split the treasure if we're the first to open it. Hell yeah. Oh, no, we're all dead. Perhaps this means someone will come and rescue me. Jesus Christ. Will there be a second stream? It is getting pretty far into my lunch break. And I am very tired. Least I can do is sticking around offering my services. Well, yeah, we did rescue you from Akilazana. Or rather, the dude pretending to be Akilazana. Oh gosh, that's actually a tough one, Ross. So, the biggest thing that pushes Midnight down, in my opinion... Oh, yeah, I can repair my stuff here. Is the bugs. If there's one difference between Midnight and War Within at launch, it is that Midnight is very clearly being rushed out the door as quickly as possible. Now, I understand why, and I get it, blah, 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 but it doesn't change the fact that it sucks, right? There he is, up top. Despite that, in several ways, Midnight actually feels better than War Within. I would say they're about equal. He's blue, da-dum-dee-da-da-da. Roof again. There he is. I mean, I would too. Oh, god damn it, I'm in aggro. There we go. Are they both better than Dragonflight Lost? Yeah. Dragonflight launch was good. Very good, I would even go so far as to say. But it doesn't even compare to either of these two. I'm trying to think of a good comparison. What's a Season 3 of TNG episode you rather like, Ross? Damn it. Come back here, you stupid gnome. You could, Dream Whisperer. It would take some work, but you could do it. Who watches the Watchers? Good answer. That's actually a really good answer, because Who Watches the Watchers, if you remember, is also somewhat problematic. Not terrible, just it's got some holes in it, right? So there you go. There's Dragonflight launch. By contrast, War Within launch is closer to Scorpion Part 1. I'll let you use a Voyager example. And Midnight so far feels kind of like Best of Both Worlds Part 1. I don't know why I said so far. It's done. I've seen the whole thing. I cannot possibly imagine that they're going to one-up themselves with last time. In fact, if you remember, I said I cannot possibly imagine if that Midnight would surpass War Within. And honestly, so far it hasn't. But you know what it has done is matched it. That is impressive. Hey, look, it's Bud. Back when he wasn't, you know, cuckoo. A lot of people forget Bud was actually a BC character. Bingo. Here's this. So I shouldn't say this so definitively, but there is an abundant amount of evidence that Blizzard is absolutely trying to shovel WoW out the door as quickly as they possibly can before they can't. My god, he has a rolling ball of death attack. I'm pretty sure the last time we saw Bud was Kata. What would I put Shadowlands as? I actually have a perfect analogy for Shadowlands. And nobody's going to like it, but it's true. In fact, I bet half of chat won't even get it. No, not two, Vix. Hang on. I gotta make sure I'm getting the name of the episode right. Stormfront, Part 1 and 2. Now, you're probably thinking, what? Hang on. Let's compare and contrast here for a second. Shadowlands is not that bad. It's not. The moment we get out of launch content and the moment the jailer dies, Shadowlands gets much better, and there's a lot of really good side content in Shadowlands. Good quest design, good flow through the zones, good overworlds, blah 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 blah. So it's overall what you would call a decent expansion. However, it was so poisonous and damaging to WoW that it nearly killed the franchise. Enter Stormfront. Stormfront, for those who don't remember, was the first 2 episodes of Season 4 of Enterprise. They're not bad episodes, but they were so ridiculous and so out of nowhere and had caused so many issues when it came out that they killed the franchise. Yeah, we still haven't gone back to Enterprise Season 4 after Stormfront, even knowing that Enterprise Season 4 is legit because of Stormfront. It basically requires you, both Shadowlands and Stormfront essentially require you to take a step outside of the episode to acknowledge the quality that's there, because it's so face-palmingly frustrating and stupid and insulting. And that's Shadowlands. Admit it, Doru, you love how all this reminds you of the old days. All it reminds me of is dragging your sorry beaten self off the battlefield over again.
Come to hear my wisdom.
Speak up, Jack.
The echoes are running out from the battlefield like scared hogs because of your work. Admit it, knowing you have slain the instigators brings warmth to my old bones. Does that lower your opinion of me?
We will get through these dark times.
After studying the ashes, Dora believes we can only fight the past using weapons of the past. I cannot ask this of the Amani, or the Widowbark, or the Reventusk, or the Shadowpine. Your presence with us must be fate, because we can only make this request to an outsider. You gotta inhabit the soul of the profane ones. You know, the ones that accepted Malakras via bargain. and consumed lower power during the era of Zujin. Return to the shrine. Ancestors, forgive us.
Akil's watch over you.
Though they shamed us in life, your work today may provide honor to those who stole the lowest power long ago. Yeah, FF14 1.0 is threshold. There's nothing below that. I know some people disagree with me on that, and that's fine. We have the right to disagree on that. But that's just the absolute frickin' bottom. Yeah, BFA is Dear Doctor. Exactly. Actually really good, but there's this one problem. This one enormous problem. All right, I'm ready. Let's go kill stuff. The WoW version of the burn? Honestly, that probably is the jailer. They managed to use super dilithium to go infinite speed, infinite velocity, as a subplot for turning into salamanders. I mean, it makes sense, Lord Harriman. And again, it kind of is like, well, yeah, that's how that works. Yeah. That's why a lot of people don't like my review system. I actually remember reading a comment about that recently, about Dragon Age Inquisition, not Inquisition, Veilguard, Dragon Age 4. People saying that because of the one big thing that ruins Dragon Age 4, it shouldn't have a positive review score. But the review system we've developed is one that acknowledges good and bad at the same time. So it actually scored pretty well because the gameplay just was absolutely carrying it. That's BFA. Where was I? Right, so hang on. So let's see. So what's WoW Vanilla? Let me think about that for a minute. I was actually going to think about BC first, but let me chew on that. I know exactly what WoW Vanilla is. No. Hear me out. WoW Vanilla is the Emissary. The first episode of DS9. Now, hear me out for a second. It's its own unique flavor. In fact, it could be argued that it's not DS9. Because it is so distinct and different. Hit 5, by the way, misread. It's so distinct and different from the rest of Deep Space Nine that it's its own thing. But it does have a unique flavor, despite being janky and awkward with bad effects and bad acting and just generally not being great. Yeah, it did establish something. It's there. It deserves to be acknowledged. Minus 50 troll killing points. Yeah, it does as Mirror Star, which makes sense. We won't wipe this time. And yeah, nobody has any chemistry with each other. Jesus, God. I mean, I'm with it. I understand. It's WoW. That's why we have a whole separate category for WoW nominations. Well, excuse me, for MMO nominations.
It'd be the favor.
Thank you, Ashura. Truly. The battle against the Echoes will continue. However, it would seem they cannot return after being slain now that the lead has been dealt with. Memory stirred me blood these last few days. Now we can all rest. Maybe even move on. It's just the ravens of an old warrior. Don't mind me. Consider myself in your debt. You have the forest tribes to thank you yet again, Ashura. On our lives, we will see that Atalaman returns to past glory. Ha! Hard to take such a bold statement seriously when coming from such an old man. Speak for yourself, old bat. I'll show you age means nothing once a berserker enters the battle. That man. I appreciate you, Hashira. Reminding old Grizzled that this fight wasn't to shame his past failures. There's an opportunity to rewrite them with no victories. Yeah, don't stew in the past. Don't forget it. Don't forget the past, but don't stew in it either. Neither of those lead to anything good. So that is Zulaman. I apologize for taking an extra half an hour to do a single quest chain. Jesus Christ. You can see how it's kind of an encapsulation, though. What would BC be?
There are ethereals messing with the Naldin camp.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Red. Zul'Jan forgets the past and stews in it.
These invaders are not protected by Zul'Jara. They forfeit.
I'm quite fond of this mount, yes. I wish it flapped its wings more often. There's kind of a random animation timer that determines when it does that. No, agreed, Monobrand. This is a really high-quality rig. Oh my god. So Mr. Red posited the cage for Burning Crusade. And I was thinking about that. But I like his reasoning. Well, I actually don't want to go here. I want to go. Hear this out, okay? Not the Menagerie. That's actually a pretty solid episode. No, the cage. It's technically the original. It sucks. It's boring. It's tiresome. And it's primarily made by sex pests and old staff who, you know, weren't responsible for making Trek what it was. Anyways. Not off the top of my head, Nerthus, but actually, hang on. Hang on. Just for you. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Because I did a whole WoW GAs, if you remember. My own WoW GAs. After the WoW lore run. Or, excuse me, the WoW review run. Excuse me. Oh yeah, also you don't even have to watch the cage to understand Trek. And you can skip BC and miss nothing, really. Here we go. No, that's not it. Older. Look, I have a lot of spreadsheets, okay? Give me a break. Where is it? Did I put it on a tab? I might have put it on a tab. Hang on. Where's my 2025 stuff? There we go. That's true, Moop. And the cage has some good parts. A lot of people forget there's actually some good scenes in that. Okay, here we go. The WoW GAs. Alright. So let me look at villains. Best villain. So my list of best villains, this is not in order, are Kil'jaeden, the Second Lich King, Deathwing, Alternate Gul'dan, Sargeras, N'Zoth, Iridikron, Xal'atath, and Garrosh. That's all the big villains, though. I didn't list smaller villains. Because there are several good smaller villains, too. I didn't. That's a gigantic list, right? So of the big villains, I'd say that's probably it right there. Oh, that's another thing. The cage is a part of Trek history, just like BC is a part of WoW history. It was kind of a sea change for the time. Both of them. Okay. I'm half an hour into my 1 hour lunch break. So, naturally, I'm going to spend the entire time bowing to Lucas Slaughter. Thank you very, very much, Lucas Slaughter. Always appreciate you. Thank you. Wait, what was Nira's last question? Top 5 worst villains. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said best. I am so stupid. Worst villains. Hang on. So, no? This is not actually a joke. The only villain I listed for worst villain, just one, is the jailer. He was the only one I listed. Okay, off the top of my head, Kel'Thuzad, Kael'thas, Sylvanas, Razageth, obviously the jailer. That's 5, but I can keep going. Illidan's... Tyrande? No. Razageth absolutely qualifies to be one of the worst villains. She's such a just pile of nothing. Right. Jaina. Yeah, actually. In fact, I have a category called most inconsistent character. And so we could add literally every single one of these to worst villain, including Jaina, Sylvanas, Varian, and Tyrande. Also, Lillian Voss, Rexar, the Horde. There's Jaina again. Ner'zhul, Kel'Thuzad, Kael'thas, and Sylvanas. Yeah, there you go. Boom. There's my pick. Oh, and me, obviously. I am a terrible villain. I don't even know why I'm even in this game. I'm gonna go grab lunch.